Welcome to another session of the Guild. Before we start, I believe does everyone except for Devin still have a? Yeah, I think everyone except for Devin still has. Not that I'm trying to exclude you. It's just that's how the game has worked so far. Has a card, so I'd like you to drag your card onto the screen anywhere just to get rid of it, so that I can deal you new cards.
Which color?
The dark pink.
How do I? It won't let me.
Click onto the cards and then click the.
Click on it. Now
face
scroll down
card.
to it says new deck. So that window
Oh,
that
yeah.
popped up, scroll down.
Wow, you guys rolled. I gave you guys shitty cards last time.
Yeah, I had it. I was like, I'm not using that.
Ace.
Yeah, nice.
Drawing the card is more fun than getting rid of it.
All right, I have my character sheet up on my other screen. Let's fucking do this. I have so many things I can do that I didn't know I could do.
Into nope.
Do you guys know I can talk to fish? Like, we need to get to the fucking ocean
We're
That's good.
close.
or a lake, a stream.
We're going.
Fine.
Okay, is it gone, Devin? I still see it up on your screen.
No, she got a new. She already picked her own new card. It's
Mine's
good.
an ace. It's right there.
Okay, I would prefer you guys not do that so I can just deal them out so that I don't know, but okay. All right. That's fine. Okay, so she's got her own. Carly, you've got your own?
No, I gave you mine, and I took it off, and now I have none.
Okay, good. That's what I wanted.
Me too.
Okay, then the
Well,
rest
we
of...
want to draw a card, so I let her draw a card.
It's fine. Just let me do my DMing thing, okay?
Dungeon Daddy's in charge.
Right. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Where's the
It's
pizza?
just fine. I'm just being a little bit possessive. I'm sorry. Okay.
It's all good.
Okay, so everybody's got their card. Quick reminder for the cards. You can add them to any roll. Doesn't matter what it is, add it to that roll.
I didn't know that's what they were for.
Let's see what fun. It's okay. I've only said it once every session, so it's totally fine.
Yep.
It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me.
Debbie, don't. Okay. That's just,
You're not a Swiftie? Oh, I fucking love Taylor Swift.
so we are currently you are traveling to the land of Limsa Lamont. Sorry, you are traveling to Limsa Lominsa in the land of Lenosha. That is where you are currently traveling to. Last session, you came to an agreement with Jinhai about how you would meet with his faction's leader, Shirong, of the clan of orcs, which I am suddenly blanking on their name. The Broken Desert tribe, correct? Shattered Desert. Shattered Desert.
tribe.
Sorry. Oh my goodness. DM Liam, come on, bring it on.
I
All
have
right.
so many notes. Just to let y'all know.
That's beautiful. That's the music to my ears. After making this agreement with Shirong, in exchange, you exchanged Zorgun, the prisoner, and he would be taken back to his orc tribe in shame, hopefully losing a lot of faith and supporters within the tribe. As the main goal of this as you kind of outlined in the previous session, just kind of to lay it out, how you guys agree or disagree, is to make an ally of this faction in this orc tribe and help them get rid of a resident wizard that is believed to be up to no good and is currently hoarding magic items. Specifically, he is looking for a particular ring. You don't know what ring, you don't know why, you just know that a halfling is somehow connected to said ring that he is searching for.
Racist.
Is it one ring to rule them all?
It may just be.
The halfling with a ring.
Are you
Going to the volcano.
you fucking kidding me?
Dungeon Daddy, can I point of order?
Yes,
Before we start,
absolutely, I love it.
How much would it take for you to change Giant Boar to Jeremy Bearimy? Please and thank you. Because he has a name. He's one of us.
Because you can just copy them. You can just copy them and then change them.
And then just change it to Jeremy Bearimy.
I'm good. I'm good.
'Cause
I'm good.
We're not letting him die. Jeremy Barry is one of us.
Is it Jeremy Bear Me or Jeremy Bore Me?
Jeremy Bearimy.
Jeremy Bear Me.
Like that's what time is called in The Good Place, right? Jeremy Bearimy?
What mirror?
No.
I'll hate it. No.
I'm sorry. Who's the master of Jeremy Bearimy? This bitch. No.
Oh, look at him. He's so cute.
He's my boy. He's gonna pack things for us.
If you're drinking White Claws. There ain't no claws when you're drinking claws.
Can you get me one of my drinks?
That's what those orcs were trying to get from us, was magic items for a wizard that fucked their shit up. So we agreed to help them. Basically. We agreed to
And
negotiate.
we have the orc, do we not? Or did we give him away?
No, you gave him away. in
We gave
exchange-
him away because Steve got like a fucking thing with blood. Blood.
Yeah.
Blood the.
blood,
Something else.
blood, and you know what? I'll fucking put him in your companion section. That's what I'll do.
You're the best.
Right
Dungeon Daddy.
right next to Lavinia's familiar.
Was that Mike? That's Mike. That's Mike. Like,
Okay, what land are we in? We're going to Limsa Lominsa in the
That's
land
it.
of
Lenosha.
Len-
That's a lot of
L-A space Noscea.
Fuck, that pizza smells good.
Wow. Okay, gotcha. I put that in all caps.
Take it away.
I
fine.
also-
Lenosha.
I was
We
gonna
gotta
say.
eat tonight.
What do you mean?
It'll turn brown.
Yeah, I guess.
Sorry, I'm just fixing your fucking boar here so that it shows up.
Thank
its
you.
name. Oh no, it didn't work. Hang on.
Again, me watching people play Dungeons and Dragons and figuring out how the game works was the worst thing we could have done. Because like I'm watching them play and I'm like, I fucking get it now. This makes sense. Wait, you can do that?
Yeah,
I'm
get
so
it.
glad. I'm so glad. I will caution you that I am not. Oh, sorry.
My weed one.
You take keyboard with it?
second or third shelf. It's a little
Can you take bardic inspiration?
I will caution you. I am not Matt, so I will fuck up and not have the hundreds of NPCs he does. I will, however, have been getting into making a lot of them. So, you know.
I've
You didn't
warned
even
her.
cut that. Steve just brought me this. Like it's not even fucking cut.
Steve, that's a fucking pro gamer move. I fully approve.
Yep, 100%. That's the yours supposed to be pizza. If
How do I eat this?
In your mouth hole.
Like
Corner,
this, like
overcoming
a New Yorker.
It's delicious.
New York.
Yeah,
I'm New York in here.
We're cultured and shit. We're eating in New York style.
You gotta
I
fold it in half.
can't. I
You like-
can't. It's too big and I'm
You
uncomfortable.
like
I'll
a
be right back.
sandwich or like a sunny burger. Flip it upside down if you have to.
Okay. She's gonna get a knife. Okay. Jeremy Bearimy is set. I will also just introduce
We're screwed.
while traveling to.
I can be right for that.
So I just want to explain something to everyone. So the way I level up in this game, I don't know if I've explained this before, so I feel like I kind of owe you an explanation. I've explained it to Devin a few times, but it's based off of personal experience and effect on the world, 50-50. So, for example, Devin brought up, and I think Bernardo brought up previously as well, why didn't we level up after the Feywild? That was a really big deal. It was, but you didn't affect the rest of the world. You affected a plane of the world, which is still important, but it didn't quite push you over the edge. But then continuing with the orc tribe, having ripple effects within them, puts you over that edge. So while sleeping on the road, on the way, because you guys slept before you headed to Limsa Luminsa, a couple things happened. One, Lavinia, you started at one point, much like previous times where you were really inspired and just started writing magical sigils that seemed to sort of appear as formulas in your brain. You started doing that again. Do I have something for that?
That's
I have something sort of for that. You know what? Actually, you like this song, so I'm going to do this. So you started drawing sigils in the ground. You had this incense that you were getting started, and you felt this music kind of come around in your ears, and it reminded you a lot of the Feywild because there's this connection there's this magical connection that runs through a lot of the planes of existence. As you guys were sleeping, this happened, and you guys woke up, and there was this. Not only did you guys hear sort of this weird kind of like haunting, very like drum beat heavy, but some sort of instrument you couldn't really place, music, you saw this appear. It seems through all the experiences through
God,
the
I love it.
Feywild, there was some creature within that transforming through the magical barrier of time and space into the material plane from the Feywild, changed it into what it imagined a material being of what it was would look like. That so happens to be an owl. You know through your formulae that you could working with the owl, you could probably change its form, but this is the form that it prefers. This is the form that resonates the most with kind of the soul of its being.
It likes to look high as fuck.
That is the cutest fucking owl I've ever seen.
I know.
Tell me it's not on drugs.
Pimp chain. The thing's
It's a
amazing.
fey owl.
It does
so
have
yeah,
a
it's
pimp
on
chain,
drugs.
yeah.
You gotta get into it.
I'm going to name him or her. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to name the owl Owl Capone.
Okay.
Just make it like non-binary. Just Al Capone. Doesn't have a gender.
So it's like Al Pacino. Is that 79? I know it's
Owl Free Winfrey.
Pacino's so good.
I have a criminal background.
You just follow the top.
Owl Chapo.
As you sleep, Sierra, as you sleep and dream on the way to
Pablo Escobar.
Luminsa,
Yeah.
You feel sort of a connection grow within you. As you dream, you almost come out of yourself. And you see your kind of self as you look down to be in sort of like a ghostly form. And you see your friends around you in your body. And there's nothing bad happening, but you're having a serious out-of-body experience. All around you, your friends start to sort of fade away. And the ground starts to fade away as well. And where it was kind of this normal traveler's path, you see lush moss growing up. As this lush moss continues to grow, some of it coalesces into these dark kind of stumps. And as you watch, it's as if you're watching the growing process in sped up by an inconceivable amount. You're watching this tree grow, and as it branches out and the leaves start to bud, you notice that these leaves are not the colorful flowers or green beautiful buds that you're used to in the forests of everywhere you've been, nor are they the thick jungle vines that you're used to from your homeland. These instead are golden in color. And I do not mean golden in the sense of they remind you of autumn and remind you of a brick of gold, but they are a color nigh indescribable. You could not tell. It's somewhere between that golden fiery yellow and that burnished shining gold. And you see as they kind of snake and intertwine, they create a sort of pathway, and they overlap much like your jungle homeland. You feel a sort of sense of, while not at peace, you feel a sense of recognition. And as you feel this sense of recognition, you hear a voice. You do not yet know my name, and this saddens me. I hope one day you will call me. And when you call me, you will wield my true power. Beware our master. He seeks to use our connection. But I would watch you grow as I grow. I would watch you flower as these very trees have flowered. And as you kind of see in front of you, you see sort of a shadowy figure kind of develop. And not shadowy as in like dark and cloaked, literally as in a photo negative kind of way. And all you see are these eyes. These glowing golden eyes, sort of like a cat's eye, but the entire thing is iris. This is clearly not a being of the material plane. What kind of being is not yet understandable by you. You stand apart from this being, perhaps 20 feet away. you feel yourself as you raise your hand. You feel sort of almost like moving through water, but instead of slowness, the sense of grace. As your hand moves through the air, you feel a sense of preternatural dexterity as you kind of know what you're going to do, and your arm follows suit very quickly. Sorry, apologies.
You okay?
Yeah, just my diabetes.
I was gonna. I was gonna like.
And-
I know that sound.
As you stand 20 feet apart from this being, what do you do?
Watching the dick. Are you guys muted? Are you talking?
You're muted. I can't hear anything you're saying. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was like listening, and I was like,
I was like, am I? Did I have a stroke?
I'm like, Libby stares
Am
at him
I dead?
awkwardly for a while.
try
Yeah, I'm
saying
like,
something, Devin. Okay.
You could mime it out like we're playing charades.
Mm-hmm.
No?
Oh, now I hear. Yeah, now I hear you. Yep, you're back. I'm sorry. I know it's hard to repeat this kind of stuff, but could you repeat it?
Really same.
Yeah, you need to get closer to the mic.
So, do you approach or do you stand stock still?
I stand still. And I ask, what do you want and why do you have a presence now?
I have always had a presence. It is only now that you are able to sense me. Communicating with you in this way will drain me for quite a time. You will only be able to use me as you always have. For I have been with you since you rescued me from that tomb. And in your mind, conjures an image of the glaive. You know now, internally, there is something that is telling you this being is the glaive or lives inside the glaive. And through your more intense connection with the Feywild that your patron offered you, you have also deepened the connection with this Fey weapon.
Okay.
It says, you still stand there still, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
You see the figure. It's almost like a disconnected part of it, a part that you would recognize as sort of like an arm-like shadow pulls up, and it goes. The voice starts to fade and says, "One day, we will truly touch," and everything disappears. You open your eyes. Deep breath. Like you just came out of something was lying heavy on your chest and it was just removed. And you open your eyes. Nothing has changed. The campfire has died. Your friends are safe. Everything is as it
Any of
was.
us notice?
You guys can roll
gasping,
perception
like-
checks to see if you notice her gasp.
Yeah, she, or like rustling in her sleep. So
What was
perception.
the Liam, I didn't catch the last thing you said.
One day, I believe I said, I hope to be able to touch. And as they raise their arm-like appendage.
Okay.
Okay.
there's the guidance.
Wolf.
What am I seeing there, Dungeon Daddy?
So a 20, a natural 20, and another 20. Okay, so everyone but Devin notices this subtle gasp. It's as if there was the smallest ripple of unseen, unspoken, unquantifiable energy that rippled throughout the camp. And Libby, as you gasp awake, you notice 3 of your party members also kind of sort of rustle, turn, open their eyes, and now you're all looking at each other. And as you look at each other, you hear a giant snore from Captain.
To myself, I just
Can I-
do that.
Can I reach over and like grab like Libby's hand and be like, "Are you okay?
I
Like,
mean,
is
you're
everything all
you're
right?"
kind of like you're a bit ways away. Your eyes aren't in a line. Like you're around the campfire for defensive.
What if I was like snuggling up to her? You don't know, but like, okay, I'm gonna like, we look over. I'm gonna get up and walk over to her. Like,
Sure.
are you okay? Is everything all right? Sarah, are you okay?
Think so. I'm not sure if I want to share what I saw or not.
Just bad dreams, nightmares.
I don't know. I traveled to another world for a minute, I think.
Are these dreams you've had before?
No, this is the first time.
And as you sit up a little bit, Libby,
Yeah.
you notice that you are more in tune with your body than before. You are in a way in which you feel like you feel a sense of readiness, a sense of sort of grace, as if something could happen, you would be able to react faster. You notice things a little more acutely, and it's just in the way and sort of to kind of illustrate this point, you raise your arm slightly just to put it kind of on your knee, and as you do it, you just again notice this sort of wherein before you would have kind of just like done this, you notice it's sort of like a little bit more of a graceful touch. Alrighty.
What time is it?
I would say it's about just before 4 in the morning.
So are we gonna go back to sleep, or are we gonna?
Yeah, you have to go back to sleep. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna pull out my little ocarina and I'm just gonna like play a little tune just to like help Libby fall back to sleep.
Okay.
The do 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 do.
Captain's also helping by establishing baseline.
And
You're not awake, David. You didn't wake up.
Honking noises. I'm sorry.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm
I
just gonna
apologize.
play
I
some
shouldn't have interrupted.
soothing like Triton whale sounds, but with my ocarina, because you know.
So Sheriff, you put your you're using your divine sense.
Yeah, if she woke up like that and then that weird sort of like wave
Ripple?
went out, yeah, Sheriff
So-
would automatically.
Effectively, there is a bit of a strange feeling, but it feels alien, not bad, not good. But it has always been with Libby.
Mhm.
It's just slightly
I've done
stronger
this
now.
before.
It's just like
Right,
it's just
okay.
slightly stronger now. It's kind of like, you know how cumin smells? It's like very
Sure.
distinct, right? And it kind of
Mhm.
gives you a little bit of a nostril tingle. It's kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like
Okay.
the scent of cumin or
Is
cinnamon. One
cumin
of those.
supposed to give you a nostril tingle?
She's got like a good stink.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, when you expect, you don't really notice it until you really open your senses like this, and then it's like, okay, but you do notice it when it has gotten stronger, but it's
Nice.
not,
Cool.
you know, yeah, that's about it.
I feel like she's gonna smell better than cumin, like basil maybe.
I said somewhere between cumin and cinnamon. It kind of depends on the person how they would interpret it, but that's how I think.
Chinese five spice.
That's how I think Sheriff's
That's
divine
spice.
senses would pick it up. Okay. If that's all, you guys fall back asleep, and nothing else happens. You wake up in the morning, and you start your travels. And as you approach Limsa Lominsa, you start to see its shining white walls in the distance. It has a massive sort of gate coming, instead of the usual gates, which are inward, you know, where the gates open inward and there's structures along the side. This has structures of brick on both sides. Does it form a triangle as the gate opens? You can tell that this is a city not. It would be well defended. It is well defended, but its main purpose is not defense. I would like to draw your attention to roll 20 for a moment.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to show you a couple bird's eye views of the city while giving you the musical tour.
How does one spell where we are?
I will.
Just the vacation I needed.
Did I spell it right now? Yeah, I did spell
Yep.
it. It was right in front of me, and I didn't look, spelt it, and then I was like, wait. So,
Okay.
I will give you a little bit. I'm just going to give you a little bit of background on Limsa Lominsa. Some of your characters might know some of this, some of it might know it all, but I just rather give you the kind of general sort of background knowledge that you know of it. On the southernmost coast of the land, under the shadow of ancient cliffs worn by the relentless onslaught of the Rotano Sea, lies the marine city-state of Limsa Lominsa. Said to be blessed by the goddess of navigation, the city is spread over countless tiny islands, each connected by sturdy bridges made out of iron, wood, and perhaps something else. She has earned her name the Navigator's Veil from traveling bards who have witnessed the city's beauty from afar. As you... Can everybody roll history checks for me? I'm going to see if you know much about the political system. Also, take a look at this.
Ooh!
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh.
A history check, you said?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I'm
we
not
have
very
an...
good at that.
That's okay, we have a natural 20, so I'm assuming Sheriff would fill you
Oh,
in.
8.
Why did I roll 2 dice?
I got a 18 as well.
Why did I get a plus
Guidance.
1?
Yeah, you also got an
Oh,
18.
intelligence.
So between those two rolls, between you two, you guys know a fair amount of what
Yeah.
this is.
I'm dumb as soup.
It says here.
Uh,
Sierra and I have no idea what's going on.
Nope.
We're just happy to be here.
So, after the cataclysm,
Right.
one moment here.
No, 5.5.
After the cataclysm that happened 20 years ago, you know that the Navy chain of command was effectively destroyed, as was the ruling theocracy of both a combination of merchant guilds and a king. This was effectively destroyed by the damage wrought. One of the few places that was actually spared was, you see that center building there? That was at the time part of the palace, but has been retrofitted into the Adventurers Guild. So on the lower, on the main area, on the lower area is actually sort of the classic sort of Adventurers Guild. In that it has housing, it is a place for Adventurers Guild devotees to go down, and that is the under part. And so underneath there, kind of built with these spindly little bridges, is this area of like sort of well lit, almost cavernous, like they've dug out part of the island, but some piece of magic is holding all of this together and holding it sturdy. And you go in here, and this is our like living quarters, different places. It's like sort of a kind of like invite only Adventurers Guild club, although most people can still enter the inn if they wish. On the center of it, you'll see the center area that kind of like sort of risen. It's a giant market square. Shops, vendors, no major shops are here. It's all sort of devoted to literally a town square where people come and share news. It's a lot of like restaurants. Think like very European town square. Lots of cafes, lots of different things. A few vendors here and there, but these are highly contested areas for vendors, and so the city has instituted a strict scheduled policy. So this is only people with the finest wares, really like very fine wares travel here. They can only very few can afford a license in the town square, and to stop an overbearing amount of merchants, the Merchants Guild and the government actually limit how many merchants can be in the town square. It's meant to be a meeting place, a gathering place for the city's residents. It's meant to be social. Above that, in a sort of tiered castle, is where the heads of the government and the Adventurers Guild sit. So the government of the coastal region of Lenosha, Limsa Lominsa, is made up of 3 distinct factions under the umbrella head of the Adventuring Guild and the Republic, and is a republic led by Merle Bluehaven. There's 3 main factions.
Merle.
Merle.
There's 3 main factions: the Pirates, the Navy, and the Merchant Guild. But overruling all of them is Merle, because she basically took command of the city's navy. She negotiated with some of the pirates, and they went out and did a giant rescue mission and rescued countless lives just after these different meteors had hit. These pieces of the moon had hit and destroyed massive things. They put out fires. They did everything. She came to the Merchants Guild and got them to open their coffers with a combination of pirate and navy power. She was originally rose very high in the Navy and then quit to take over parts of the Adventurers Guild, and she now runs it.
Her name's Merle?
Merle. Meryle. So the pirates are a large faction that was protected by a specific cove and coral wall that protected their ships during the actual cataclysm. There is a new pirate queen. She slit the old leader's throat when he suggested they use the turmoil to their advantage, and instead brought her entire fleet on a rescue mission, saving countless lives in the process. She earned her place on the ruling council with her actions and her crew. She has hold over all pirating activities and the trading routes over Limsa Lominsa. Though pirating still does happen, those are only in outlying bands far outside the city.
What was
this was Vera.
Vera?
She just goes by Vera. Vera.
Yeah. Okay.
Vera, yeah.
That.
So Merle was actually part of the Navy before she found their strict adherence to codes of conduct got in the way of helping people. That the admirals were sworn to assist. Thankfully, the new admiral, while duty and honor bound, has done his best to root out the corruption and fight the discrimination within the hierarchical structure of the Navy, as he is of half-orc descent.
Who's the guy we're meeting? Sorry.
You haven't
What
met
was his
anybody
name?
yet. You haven't met anybody. Yuzoltas?
No, but we were going to a bar to meet another guy, were we not?
Shirong, yes. That was about the orc? Yes,
Shirong.
Shirong.
Okay, sorry.
Shirong.
So this place is more of a melting pot then,
Yeah, it is a coastal city. It has people from all. You will see lizard men, which are not welcome in most cities, walking alongside. As long as no one does violence, as the Adventurers Guild is a pretty strict. As no one does like objective large amounts of harm, fights happen, but objective large amounts of harm, they're punished afterwards, and it's pretty like people are still recovering a lot, so there is a system of judges and chamberlains, but it's best not to commit as much crime in the city currently, as well as there's currently still an influx of money. So this is one of the few cities in the entire world where there is a small subsidy system for those less fortunate. Not a perfect system, but there is some food set away for them. The merchant.
Is it a national or a regional currency?
It is they use gold, although they use their own stamped gold within the city. Any gold is accepted.
So it's weighed then, I assume.
Yeah, it's by weight of precious metal.
Okay.
Yeah, and periodically testers come by and test your gold. They may just ask you out of the market square and test your gold to make sure that it's not being forged. There is of course, the arguably one of the most powerful forces in the city is the Merchants Guild. It is a coastal. It is a coastal city, so trade is incredibly important. One moment, while I grab his name because I forgot it. So the half-orc leader of the Navy is Lawrence Hudson. And ironically named Lawrence. Yeah, Lawrence the half orc. It's raised a few
I love
eyebrows.
him.
Regal. Very regal. Just
Um,
like some expectations there. You know, could you imagine like booking an appointment with Sir Lawrence Hudson, and you come in, it's a half orc with fangs sticking out. You're like, okay, all
And
right.
you give him a kiss.
He could be a very nice. He could be a distinguished gentleman. You don't know.
he was young when the cataclysm happened, but has grown into his position. He definitely had suffered some serious setbacks from not being taken seriously, but he dealt with those in a very honor-bound and dutiful way, and has succeeded in his fair share of duels.
Okay,
Last
who's
we
the
have
pirate lady?
Vera.
Fair.
Yeah. And she will tell you this. Yeah, you know what? I'll leave that actually. Never mind. Yeah, Vera. Vera is her name.
Hey,
And the head of the Merchants Guild is Barton Goldsill.
Barton.
I'll spell that.
Bart.
He goes
He
big
is
fun.
a golden colored dragonborn who is known to festoon himself, his horns, his hands, his dress, with gold, other bits of gold, and precious gems, to the point where it's a talking point.
Wow, fabulous.
And
Can't
he's a
wait to see him.
dragonborn.
Dragonborn, yeah. Again, it's a
I love the
coastal.
lizards.
It's a coastal city, so there's a lot more acceptance of like people that perhaps look a certain way, where sometimes in other cities there's like less, or they have barriers to their leadership. But again, a coastal city, like the thing is, like this city has been rebuilt several times. It's like very everybody it's a giant melting pot in the truest sense of the word, wherein everybody is pretty well accepted, especially if they have gold.
We have gold. The first thing Sheriff does when we walk into the city is I grab someone and I say, What's the date?
And if they give you the date, and it is a good 5 months more than you expected. Which
Oh!
you already knew because of the seasons, how much time had spent, and you are
Right.
into early summer now, which was not where you were at previously. Yeah, you'd be into early summer. You basically skipped the very long sort of, basically you skipped all of spring and part of summer. Because you're headed to a coastal
oh my
city.
God.
Yeah, because you're headed to a coastal city, the winter hadn't set in as much yet.
Y'all, it's been 5 months.
okay. Do we have a map?
You do not have a city map. I'm sorry. I might be actually commissioning one, because there's a guy who does it for these specific cities, because it's a very specific one, but he hasn't gotten back to me. So I will say, as you guys walk in, you kind of experience the city, you see it, and you see up in these nice Steve, up in kind of these paths up here, off one of the main sort of entrances to the city before you get into here. One of the main things as you guys walk into the city is sorry. So one thing you guys notice is that you notice about 3 things to the city as you walk through it. As you walk past, you see this inn, and it's very large, very welcoming. It's called the Dancing Horse. and that is the inn that you were told about. You can't miss it as you walk in. But as you walk a little bit farther into the city, not quite ready to go to the inn quite yet, you note that there are these lampposts, and these lampposts have a certain color of magical luminescence in their paint. It's not gas. It's not fire. It's sort of a light glowing luminescence. And you also note that there is a sort of different smell as you go through each, and a different color. So as you walk through the first, you get sort of
We walked into a Yankee Candle.
not it's not very strong, but you walk into a coastal city and you don't
What if I
immediately
lick it?
smell rotting fish
Yeah.
and
that's what's-
bilge, which is
walked into a
awful.
lush.
That goes right into the
Yeah.
ocean, right? Which is very common in coastal cities.
Yeah.
You note that each area has a different color. The ones you walk into are pink in color, and they remind you of sort of somewhere between cinnamon and like chai and campfire smoke.
Plug
Guys.
it in. Plug it
So
in.
there's just
you
like
guys,
an
Chai.
underlying scent. Sorry, go
do you
ahead.
find that these lampposts smell like Sierra? He said cinnamon. I'm sorry. He led me to that.
Cinnamon
I'm
and
getting
cumin
a
and
whiff.
cinnamon and chai are two very different scent profiles. Okay.
Oh, I love chai.
Right
I'm
in
just
the
more.
air. I'm getting this.
I'm just excited because like you can smell that like the salty ocean, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, it smells like home.
Yeah.
You know when you can smell the real ocean?
What time is it?
Yeah, what time is it?
We don't have to go to the inn right away.
Oh, what do you think we should do? I know what I would love to do, but I don't want to force anybody.
So it is.
Who is? I'm thinking beach day. We have worked so hard. I feel like we need to like. The beach is just amazing, and it's just like the white
ever been to
sand
the beach?
between your toes.
I cannot remember the last time I had a hot bath. I could go for a hot bath. It's
You can wash in the ocean.
If
It
I am
is-
half as strength as all of you are, we really I feel
Yeah, it would
sorry.
be really cold.
It is early.
Yeah.
I will just say it is early evening, kind of around early supper time. I guess I would say for if we're just going by.
Skinny dipping. Anybody want to go skinny dipping?
That shit smells.
Let's save it for day 2 for the beach.
Okay, but as long as we're here, can we plan a day to go to the beach?
Absolutely.
Oh, I can't remember the last time I've been in the ocean, and we were in that desert, and there was just like sand everywhere, and in the forests, and I smell like campfire, and I would just love to go to the ocean, even if we like put a pin in it. Can we do that?
No.
Can we make a
Maybe.
plan?
Maybe, Ariel. Maybe.
Hey, you got a maybe from Sierra, not a no.
Sierra, you
So
would love it. You would love it. I want to challenge you to a swimming race. We'll have to have a swimming race.
No. You know, just, we'll be in the boat, and you can swim. That is a fair. That is a
Yeah,
fair.
we'll do that.
Okay.
Well, exactly, yes. Not much for large bodies of water in Slovenia.
Ariel's just like amped and like ready to go because like she feels like she's
Yeah.
got Moana vibes. The ocean's calling her, and she's just like, I want to go, but we got shit to do. But I just want to go.
Let's
So that's
go
where
take a
she's
hot
at.
Bath.
Yeah.
Oh, that
it's
does
so
sound
stinky.
wonderful too, because
And
I know
then-
that I smell like campfire.
Yeah,
Does
well, I
anybody
was-
else smell like campfire? And
I
I know
still smell
Jeremy
like desert.
Baramy would like. He needs a good like delousing and maybe a flea bath. The poor boy. He's pretty. And he's all muddy.
Captain reaches over and points at Sierra. You still have more blood on your face from that the knife kill.
I'll save it later for a snack.
Oh, disgusting. Who are you?
Immediately to the bath.
Are we,
Immediately.
to the bathhouse?
Jesus.
so
Is there a
I'd have
bar
to
at the
die, but
bathhouse?
if
So
need 'em.
you guys note that there is a small bathhouse attached to the dancing horse. So if you wished, you could go there first, get a meal, which is about supper time now, and then you could go to the bathhouse behind it.
Do you have to pay to go to the bathhouse of
Yes.
the dancing horse?
Yeah,
Yes.
anywhere you'd
Okay.
have to pay.
So we want to stay? Like, would we be able to stay at the Dancing Horse? Because we do need a place to stay. We should find a place to set up.
I mean, it is the inn and the tavern that is most welcoming to travelers.
I
Because
would
it's
love-
right on the main drag.
Lavinia, would you like to go to the Dancing Horse? Are you hungry? Do you need a drink?
I can head into the inn. The
There are no brothels there, right? We do not want her to be triggered.
This is the
Right,
Dancing
anyway.
Horse is a very like
like, oh.
rousing but fair as far as taverns go. It's family friendly ish. Like there's no
Okay.
Kind
courtesans.
of brothel, if that's what
there.
you want.
Is there some place less family friendly that perhaps me and Captain could peruse after hours?
Sheriff?
There's anything in this city. There.
Sure.
I want, before I head off to the inn, I want to try to track somebody down that I can use as my criminal contact for the city.
Okay.
Do you want to
Okay.
do that alone? Do you need friends?
So do you want them to be? So you could track down anyone, or you could try and track down someone at one of the many inns. Which would you rather?
Oh,
Because like anyone, you might just get literally. I'm just saying, literally anyone.
let's try to track somebody down at one of the inns. I want to
Okay.
find the seedy guy at one of the inns that can
Let's
get
do
my message across my contact network.
Let's do
Are
this
you
at the
recording
horse.
this?
Yeah.
What is it called? Let's go to that horse
Dancing.
place.
Oh, it was the Dancing Horse. It sounds wonderful.
So you can
Sounds good.
you can try and find a CD bar, Steve, or you can and we'll just do a quick roll, and I'll let you know what kind of contact you got, or you could try the Dancing Horse.
Let's
Let's treat ourselves.
prancing ponies. Yes.
I don't think I've ever heard Sierra say treat herself. I am so excited.
Does that mean the horse?
It's the pony. Yes.
Oh,
The pony.
giddy up, let's go.
Let's go.
So,
Steve,
Steve, sorry, Steve. Did you want to find a CD in? I'm not trying to railroad you here. I'm genuinely just asking.
No, I'm sure I can find somebody at the Dancing Pony too, or the
It's
Galloping
horse.
Horse, or whatever it is.
The Dancing Horse.
Dancing Horse.
Little Sebastian.
Okay.
Up in horsey.
No.
So before you guys move,
Why do I have dark vision? There's lights.
because it's still kind of this.
It's
It's
dark
still-
outside.
It's dark outside.
Going in.
So before you guys head in, I just wanted to show you. This is what it looks like outside.
Aww.
Oh, it looks so whimsical and inviting.
That horse on the side.
Looks like now underneath there.
Yes.
So you can see it's right off the main drag, so it's very welcoming to. There's two full like large scale floors. There is a stable as well where you can house Jeremy Baramy.
Oh, thank you.
You
Okay,
walk.
so I'm gonna take Jeremy Baramy to the stables.
Okay, you walk up to the stable hand and you hand him a tuft, like kind of the tuft of Jeremy Baramy's
No,
mane.
no. Jeremy has a rope.
Okay,
How
he has
dare
a
you.
rope. He has a rope.
Harness.
He has a rope harness. He's a gentleman.
Captain tied the halter for him because Captain knows how to do those things because Captain was in the cavalry.
There we
Oh.
go.
The captain tied some knots and shit. He's a Boy Scout. So, yeah, I take him to the gentleman who's running. It's a gentleman, I assume, who's running the.
You currently just see a stable boy, but like one that looks like not like a boy, just like one that looks like he knows what he's doing. But as you
Works
approach, he works there. He works there.
wait,
He's like
okay.
he's like a teenager. He's not like a kid, but they're all called stable
Okay.
boys, right?
He's like 16, not 12.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I walk up and I say, I'd like to check in my friend here for the night. Do you have any space?
The stable hand's like eyes go as wide as dinner plates, and he reaches for the harness and goes, "Is your mount trained?"
Don't
You
ride
know,
him.
don't ride him. He's more of just like a companion and a bit of like he packs our things for us and like just he brings the heavy cargo, and he's just we've grown quite fond of him, and Oh, I
Maybe-
love him like a child. So if you could take really
Right.
good care of him, he
Right.
loves chin scratches. He's very nice, Jeremy. You're gonna be a good boy, right?
Roll animal
I look
handling.
down and I give him like a little ear scritches, and I'm like, "You're gonna be a good boy." Animal handling.
Yeah.
I'm committed to this fucking creature.
Bless her soul. Bless you.
Okay.
Did you just text this me right now? Okay, animal handling.
Yeah. Oh Lord, you need this. I give you a nice hand on your shoulder.
That's good because she rolled a
Natural
natural
one,
one,
that-
so you.
Ah! No!
Plus 1d4.
I have fucking like my animal. I have plus
We can still
7 in
say
animal
that.
handling.
If you get over 10, with the bless, you will salvage this roll from a disaster.
So roll
Roll
1d4.
Roll 1d4.
Didn't Sheriff give her guidance? Didn't Sheriff give her guidance?
And the sheriff
Bless,
gave her
yeah.
bless. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's okay, it hit 10, so this
Oh,
won't
there you
have
go.
awful consequences.
Jeremy, don't bite.
And Jeremy kind of like bars his tusks and then leaps forward as if he's going to bite the stable boy,
Jeremy!
and instead just
No!
like grabs his shirt and like rips a corner of it off, and just like a goat is just straight up chewing on that, and then he seems incredibly docile.
What color is the shirt?
Red.
Oh, I'm sorry. Red just I don't know what it is with that color. It makes him aggressive. You know, like the bulls. I've heard about these bulls. They don't like the color red. Jeremy's the same. So if you could refrain from maybe wearing red around him, that would be
This
wonderful.
poor
'Cause
stable
I
boy is like taking deep breaths and says, like, you could hear him mutter under his breath, "Druids are weird. Druids are weird. Druids are
Oh,
weird. Druids are
Sweetheart, I'm not a druid,
weird." Yeah, like,
but like you're
it-
sweet. I'm gonna give him 4 gold.
Okay, that's
I'm just
okay.
gonna give him
he
4
was
gold.
about to be like, a tip would be nice. He was about to raise an eyebrow, and then you hand him 4 gold, and that's like triple his month's salary. So he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Hey,
not a
this
problem.
is
You can
my-
have
where-
all
where
the
do I
shirts he wants."
Take my gold away from.
Your inventory halfway down.
Right here.
Oh man.
I have 308. I can give him 4.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not saying
So I gave
don't.
him
I'm
4.
just saying you made his. He can have all my shirts. It's
Get it
totally
in.
fine. Yeah, no worries, no worries. And he takes his shirt off and he starts leading Jeremy away with one hand on the halter and the other hand on the shirt.
Oh,
And Jeremy's
thank you
just
so much,
taking-
sweetheart. Okay, we'll be back in a little bit. Jeremy, you be a good boy. Okay, you be a good boy now. And then he
Snorts.
also loves carrots. If you just want to give him a carrot or two. And then I skip on.
I feel
back
like
to the
we
group.
may have to come back and check on Jeremy in the future.
Oh, he's a good boy. Also, that was the worst fucking roll. Oh my god. I befriend everything. 1.
You saved it though.
Captain says,
You saved me.
Boy, once a boar has a taste for blood, it's quite the same. Just be careful. Look at your fingers. Maybe use an open hand, not don't spread. Right? Don't curl. Cause you
Maybe don't use your hand at all.
yeah, better to be safe.
Oh, if
Don't-
you have any tongs or could get some tongs from the kitchen, that might be more
I'm
helpful.
leading everyone back into.
As you guys head into the inn, you open these large double doors into this sort of like basically a landing, right? And as you guys walk down the steps of the landing, this is the scene you see. So the dancing
Yeah.
horse rests in the center of the road, surrounded by merchant stalls and stables to meet a traveler's every need. The visiting townsfolk often call this pub affectionately a second home, reveling in the festive, drunken energy that prevails every sundown. Having first opened to welcome all travelers, this generous location has room and board for members of all races. The dancing horses is what all taverns and inns strive to be. With all the magic and nuance and fantasy aside, this is a respite from all of the travelers' intrigues. Most guests visiting the dancing horse have business elsewhere, and in an almost unnatural way, their tasks even hold great importance, even if they're not aware of it. So there are a few outdoor tables just outside the tavern. If it's particularly sunny, Burton the bartender will stick a large umbrella in the dirt for shade. And as you walk in, you see Burton Barleyman the bartender.
Oh, jolly. It's
He looks like a friendly motherfucker, doesn't he?
with the mechanical hand.
The innkeeper is an older human veteran nearing his late 50s. Sprouting from his jawline is a lively pair of mutton chops that connect with his mustache, whose curls point to a pair of rosy cheeks. Having once been an avid adventurer himself, he has his fair share of battle scars, none affecting his welcoming face, but the most noticeable being his left arm, which was severed from the elbow down. A prosthetic has been fitted to make his job easier with modules for things like mugs, knives, shakers, and other tools of the trade. Burton owns his tavern with a hands-on approach. He can always be found behind the bar or waiting tables or helping out in the kitchens. A humble and genuine person, Burton has the absolute respect of his employees. Many of his stories rival those of adventuring patrons, including the story of how he lost his arm. You also see, as you walk in, you see two of the more prominent servers, Griffin or that's Carrie. Yeah, this is Griffin, sorry. Griffin and Carrie.
Oh, I like Griffin. She looks friendly.
What the fuck?
They're a pair of cousins.
Steve, be mute for a second because I'm going to say something really inappropriate.
Jesus Christ, I don't even want to know.
I think I do. I think I want to know.
The other one.
I'm
No,
curious.
you don't. No.
Want to go back to the other one real quick?
No, don't say it.
So,
Oh, yeah, I
we
get it.
getting
Right? I'm not wrong.
Okay,
I
anyway.
know what you said.
Do you?
Mhm.
Appropriate.
Text me, Vanessa. You tell me what I said.
Anyway. Secrets are only allowed
That
when the
one's
DM's
Carrie?
in on it.
Oh, I'll tell you what I said, Liam. Just give me a minute.
Okay, rumors. Okay,
Adding that to my notes.
so you guys walk in and the like colorful defines this place, okay? Not in necessarily its decor, but in its patrons. There is a multitude of interesting things happening all at once. Griffin and Carrie are just tossing drinks. It seems like they're about to drop it. They're doing some showmanship, and they get a little too wild, and every once in a while Burton kind of growls at them, and then they stop. But there is, as you guys walk in, you guys can move your characters now, so feel free to move your characters in and around wherever the bar, because it should be some dynamic lighting for where...
Open the door.
Oh,
Can't get through.
you can't get through?
The
Sorry.
sheriff locks it behind him.
Oh, you looking Greg?
Hey, where's Burton?
Relentlessly against the door.
I'm gonna
Where
go-
would Burton be? Okay,
We'll play
Ariel
Burton
just
for-
beelines right to Burton. She
I'm gonna talk to
walks.
this lady here because she looks amazing.
I'm gonna beeline right to Burton, and I'm gonna just go up, and I'm just like bubbly and like, well, hello,
That is
handsome.
That is the lady that Steve is talking to.
Okay.
Carrying around a cannon.
It's
Sorry.
laying beside her. It's somewhere between a cannon and a hammer, and you're not quite sure which it is.
I don't see how.
You just
Okay.
click on each one.
What was the stable boy's name?
He did not tell you that, but you can ask Burton if you'd like.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just like skip up to Burton, like I'm just this bubbly. Skip up to Burton. I'm like, oh, good evening, handsome. How are you doing tonight?
Uh,
But like
Where
not like
goes
sexual,
Bur-
just like good
okay,
evening, handsome.
I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Yeah, not sexual, just like sweet and bubbly.
Doing well. How are you? Come on
Oh,
in. Come on
I
in.
am just
You look
so
like
happy.
weary travelers.
I'm just so happy to be in a place with music and food and drinks, and I just have to say, your stable boy, what a gentleman. So next time, reviews come around or you want to give him a raise, it's just wonderful.
We'll take that under advisement. I assume, may I presume and say, druid with a weird mount?
Me?
Burton
Oh,
nods
no.
with a conspiring sort of smile.
No.
Oh.
I'm not a druid.
My apologies. That's sometimes every
Sorry,
once in a
no,
while they walk
I'm
through here
just-
and we always get a weird one or two, Sometimes once someone tried to wrestle a griffin into our humble abode, which we do not take, so he did have to take his business elsewhere.
Oh.
Unfortunately, we cannot
Oh,
fit a griffin
sweetheart.
even in our largest cells, our largest
I'm
stables.
not a druid. I am weird, but I'm not a druid.
I'm a freak, but
No, we're just
Fair
looking
enough.
for a place. My party and I, we've been traveling. Oh, have we been traveling? And just through all like forests and deserts, and to tell you the truth, I'm over it. I would just like to have just a nice drink, and I noticed you have a stage if you need any entertainment. I am a bard. I performed nightly at my hometown where I'm from, and it'd just be so nice to get back up on stage and perform. So if you need anybody, just I'm here.
Actually, I might take you up on that. My band is currently taking a break. We have some other guests actually that have been playing for us, but he looks towards you and he says, "They're kind of going through some stuff, you know, and we're looking for a bit more liveliness sometimes, and beautiful. Don't get me wrong." And he looks kind of like sideways, kind of behind you, and you see a table of 3 dwarf bards, all at this table sitting together, and they all have like melancholy defines that table.
Well, you know what they say, right? Two's a company, three's a crowd. So it can be complicated sometimes, but. Also, do I have to click, like, this is a pause
Yeah, sure.
in the game. I didn't realize I had this. This is another thing I have. Fuck, where is it? I have a thing where, like, if I perform, we get free food and free room and board.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
really?
We can get.
Okay, you can, yeah. So,
Yeah. Back by
so-
popular demand.
Okay.
Yes.
So what I will say then, how I'm gonna work that, because this is a bigger bar, so like it's
Yeah,
not
I have
like,
to play for a couple days, but like.
yeah, no, not just that. So in normal bars you just get it. Like small town bar, not a freaking problem.
But this one I have to try.
But this one you have to succeed a performance check. However, due to your background, I will give you advantage on that performance check. So it's possible to fail, but he's willing to give you a shot.
Okay, so do I want me to roll a performance check right now?
I do. Depends on when you want to perform. Do you want to perform right now, or do you want to wait till everyone's kind of talked a few things and then perform? Or
I'll just tell him I would love to perform. Can I'm awfully parched. I would like. Do you have mead? I would love a glass of mead.
Of course. Finest mead along all
Can I get
this
a round
coast.
for? I'll just punch Elko. I'm sorry. Can I get a round for all my party? We'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How about let's just make it 10, and then if we have like a nice table we could sit at, possibly that'd be wonderful.
Absolutely. For
I told you, I'm fucking channeling this.
Oh my god, I feel it.
okay, sorry, I gotta put that character there because they were supposed to be over there.
I apologize. This is too much critical
Yeah,
role.
you came to my table and Sheriff got shy and went away, so I'm going back to my table.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna.
that is the open table.
I can carry them. Thank you so much, and I'll like got all the drinks. Just
You have
toddle it
you have
over.
telekinetic abilities now.
Table.
Oh fuck yeah! Okay, no, I'm gonna telekinetic. I've got what I can carry, and I'm telekinetic the rest behind me. And it's just like drinks.
Roll just a basic charisma check to make sure your spellcasting is on point to juggle a drink.
Would it be just okay?
Oh.
Just charisma.
Do you mind if I
Set
grab a
your
couple drinks off
charisma.
you? Hen?
I got everyone gets 2.
Okay.
We're double fisting. We're tired.
I'm gonna
We're
use
double
Mage
fisting.
Hand to bring my 2 drinks over to my table.
Okay. As you are about to as a 13, so you succeed, but as you're about to kind of one of the drinks starts to wobble as if it like could fall, but you have it pretty steady. Lavinia goes shook and actually just takes 2 of the drinks in invisible hands, gripped, and they just drop down.
I just go. You're welcome. Enjoy.
We were sitting over here.
And Burton just goes
Hey, where are
magic
you?
users. Yeah, bottom left.
Oh,
bottom left.
we're in the corner.
The open
Alright,
table.
I'm
Yeah.
going to give one of the drinks to the lady I'm talking to try to strike up a conversation.
Okay,
Is her name Smicky?
2 seconds. The person right beside you, or the person north of you, Sierra?
Sorry.
North.
Oh, hello.
yeah. That's my guy.
Okay.
Handsome
Absolutely.
exotic man.
He's got a titty out. That's the one you go for.
Love it. The nice titty bits.
That's
Okay.
advice.
So, my son, when I was changing him, without a shirt. He poked me and said, "That's a booby." I'm very self-conscious about it, and Libby hasn't let it go. Oh yeah.
No, I have not.
I said, "Go on, it's a peck." No, it's a booby, he says.
Do the same thing back to her. It's fine.
I do. He doesn't like
Anyway,
it.
Where's Captain?
Captain is at the bar.
Okay.
So
He doesn't have. How come he doesn't have a name thinger?
he does for me.
Not for
No, he
us.
didn't.
I
Not
have
for
to
us.
find this.
Yeah, my first roll, my stuff is going back to level 1, 14 AC and 10 hit points.
I'm just gonna yell, Captain. We have
Oh
drinks
yeah, this
over
is.
here.
Oh yeah, sorry. This is your old version of Captain. I'll delete it and put you on the map.
Okay.
I yell, Captain. I've got drinks for us.
Grab my own drink from your mage hat and put it on the table. Because I want to talk to the bartender. He looks like an old war
Well,
veteran.
you would have grabbed one of my telekinetic dancing Cinderella ones.
Yes.
On the way out.
I'm just embodying a fucking Disney princess. That's my plan.
Uh,
All of them.
Working.
Like we're so over your shoulder.
I'll switch again.
Okay, so you walk up to this eminently large and muscular lady, and you what do you say to her? Her
I'm
presence
just
kind of
going-
fills that entire side of the bar. Not physically, but like she is like taking control of those tables. Like no one is walking up and being like, I'd like to sit here. I'd like to take this table from you. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm just gonna straight on scoot up to the table and sit in, make myself at home, put the drink in front of me, float the one in front of her, look at her and be like, I absolutely adore big cannons. Would you mind if I take a closer look at yours?
Holy shit.
She goes.
I want a bardic inspiration. That's so bad.
She
We are
goes,
watching this.
"Heh. Now you know how to talk to a lady."
Could I just
And in
send
sort
a
of this,
message?
like,
I'm telepathic just
deep-
to Lavinia and go, nice.
Deep, like sensual, deep voice that I clearly cannot do because you've all heard my voice. But imagine a deep, sensual voice emanates from this woman, and you know, if she wanted to, she could command the attention of the entire room. She says, "Sit. What's your poison?"
I've brought some ale, or mead, sorry. I've brought some mead for my friend.
Beautiful. I'm an ale woman, but I won't say no to some honey brew. And she reaches across the table, and just fucking downs the mead.
No.
Goes, and instead of burping, she just kind of goes, "Huh!" and then puts it down and stares at you and wipes her mouth and just grins. And you notice that she has facial tattoos, coloring her bottom lip and coming down onto her chin.
Nice.
And you also notice that she has a heart with 3 arrows through it on one shoulder, and then a rose on the other shoulder.
Ale it is. Can I mage hand another ale from the bar?
You start to mage hand it, and you see Burton like out of almost nowhere grabs it, like just palms it with the back of his hand and looks across at you and goes,
Female bears calls this out. Yeah.
I'm gonna yell, put it on my tab. I told you I'm your hype man. Put it on my tab, Burton. It's all good.
"Okay." Burton says, "All right, just letting you know, your music can pay for room and board. It does not pay for drinks."
Oh, that's all right, sweetheart. I've got enough gold. It's all good.
He just
Oh, Jesus Christ.
he just laughs.
I'm your hype man. It's my
Uh,
job.
Don't touch me off.
What
Get
did you want to
everybody
say?
laid.
What did you want to say, Lavinia? Sorry, I interrupted.
So I'll bring her another drink. And say, yeah, I'd love to see your cannons. Perhaps you would enjoy looking at my hooter while I'm here. And I'm gonna bring out my familiar and perch him on my shoulder.
And she's in the middle of saying, "I ain't heard someone call it that." You know, "Oh, your hooter." That she's a
This
nice
is Al Capone.
Steve.
Al Capone. That's nice. That's real nice.
Al.
That's real nice. No. No.
We're
Oh yes.
we're looking for somebody. We're looking for an associate who can get a message out across the network. If you know what I mean, and I'm going to use thieves can't
Okay.
to relay that over.
Her
I'm gonna assume
eyebrows.
that Big Mama Lovin' is of the shady sort.
Her eyebrows.
hope so.
Her eyebrows raise, and she says, "Haven't heard that in a while. You're trouble, aren't you? Good thing I like trouble." And she you watch her finger trace a sigil in thieves can't into the kind of, not like carve it, but just trace it with her finger. And she says, "Who do you want to know?"
I want to get a message out to all of the innkeepers in the general vicinity, in this town and the next, and any that we may encounter in the world, that when they see Owl Capone, that they need to prepare for the arrival of Lavinia.
She looks at you and she says, "Now, in our line of work, everything can be bought. Everything has a price. But what you're asking has a pretty hefty price attached to it. I don't mind sending the message out, making sure everybody knows, but it'll cost you." I want you to roll a persuasion check to. Let's see what you have. You have persuasion.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll a persuasion check to see how much this is going to cost you.
That
This is
owl's
good.
adorable.
24.
Okay, that is good because this will. She was like, "But I like you. I like your balls.
Like,
I like your hoodoo.
I like your balls.
Let's have us a nice evening for a while here, and then you can join your companions in a bit." And she starts just kind of talking to you, and every once in a while she'll mark something in Thieves' Cant just to see how you'll react, to see if you kind of know who you are, who it is, and then eventually she makes a marking of 50 gold pieces.
It's gone.
I'm gonna like lean over to Sheriff and be like, "So what do you
Actually,
think
wait.
of it going on over there?"
You know what? You passed the.
I don't know, but it's entertaining. And I
You know what?
cheer.
I'll say 30 gold. Steve, you did roll a 24.
It's pretty good.
I'll just say I offered to sing, but like, do we even need any better entertainment? 'Cause this could go either way. This could be amazing, or it could be a dumpster fire. Either way, I'm invested.
Is she dancing?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, who's dancing? Sorry, too many people talking at once. Steve, what was your response to my request for 30 gold? And then we'll say what Devin was saying. And then Libby. Then it's Libby's turn.
I will give you your 30 gold. However, I still want to play with your cannon.
She looks at
The
you
actual
and she
cannon.
says,
I want
she
to play with
says-
the explosives.
she says, now,
This motion? No.
no one plays with Lucille.
Lucille.
Of course, it has a name.
Lucille. Yes, I love it.
Ugh.
Lucille.
She's my one true companion.
Her cat.
Never
Yes,
leave her
this-
side.
This lady
I'm
here.
going
Can you
to,
the screen
I'm going
again?
to just kind of like gently
Yeah.
brush against the
Lucille.
whip that I have on my hip
Okay?
and look at her and be like, I understand. 30 gold will do.
Look at the balls on her belt. Sorry.
She's very
Them
ticked.
balls.
Where does she keep her powder? What is her powder pouch?
Where do you think?
I feel
In
like
the
that would get itchy though.
It's in a
And, like,
bag.
But moisture would still get in.
You don't.
Leather.
So black. Yeah. So black powder doesn't exist in this world. So you're not sure what is No wait.
Oh.
Yeah, wait, no wait. Cannons still
we
do.
don't
Yeah.
have any
Yeah, ship have
gun-toting
cannons.
fuckboys.
So yes, gunpowder does exist in this world. Sorry, gunpowder is just not
Can't
guns.
have a gun.
No, you can't have a gun. They haven't figured out black powder is way more explosive in this world, so they haven't figured out how to just bringing it down
It's okay. I have a
sets
gun.
the whole
Don't
gun
worry,
on
I figured
fire.
it out. Don't worry, I got it.
We
So-
just use
I hear there's a guy at Whitestone.
lot less, smaller.
What the fuck? What just happened? Where were their cats?
Don't
That
worry
was
about it.
Vanessa, wasn't it?
It
Okay.
was. Sorry, Devin. What were you saying?
I said, what if we used a smaller cannon with less filter? Just a sprinkle, just like a little, like salt pepper.
Smaller cannons are much like Leomon mushrooms in either they are nothing, absolutely nothing fucking happens, or they go on a fucking wild trip. So
That's hilarious.
That's it. That's awesome.
If you'd be so kind to try
I'm
that would be great.
we're gonna
That would
pause
be-
end my
on
Where
that.
about it?
innuendo conversation for the time being.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Sierra, you are up. What would you like to say to this gentleman?
Ask him about his cannons.
Hey, mama.
Sup?
Nice titty.
I feel like it's hitting me now.
Libby, focus. Do you remember your move from Lobster Fest?
Yeah, it was.
Libby, just go.
Very effective, really.
Who am I talking to?
Bring
Oh
it.
no, not her, not her.
No,
Sorry,
not
hang
her.
on.
Tips
Wrong
on that
one.
one.
It's like,
Oh wow, yeah. Okay, I've been on a long journey, and I've had a lot of battles.
Haven't we all? Haven't we all?
Woman, let's say we.
Roll.
I want to give Libby bardic inspiration right now.
Yes, you can.
Straight up
100%.
bardic Okay, just wait. I'm doing it.
Roll up. You're gonna roll a persuasion check or an intimidation check, whichever you feel is more appropriate.
Libby just said you want to get some battle scars.
Scroll up.
How do I make? I'm
You,
casting bardic inspiration on Libby.
did you
Oh,
mean to
my
roll
God.
intimidation?
It's on
Yep.
the way.
Okay.
No, that works.
Roll a d6, right? As well. Someone.
Yes.
Libby, please.
Right. Sorry, we forgot to do the macro. Oh, let's do it over here.
I'm willing to use this as a use of bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Nice. That's clutch.
Well, if you want.
That's really
With a
clutch.
with a 14. With a,
Just let me say the name.
yeah. Sorry. Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So I'll pause. I'll
My
pause.
card here, which is a +10, that would guarantee success.
So you're saying you want me to bone this?
Hey, if you want. If you want
I'm gonna send. I'm telepathic, sending Sierra a message, being like, "You go, girl.
Yeah.
You go, Glen Coco. You go."
You got a +10 right there if you want it.
No, that's you. Is that me?
Yep. Because we can't split characters on the same
Is that?
thing. Yep. Yep. So it's the queen right there. Yep. Yeah, click and drag it onto the field.
Where?
Just anywhere. Now try here. Sorry. Yeah, it's weird. Let's try this.
Holy
So
shit.
it's right here.
A
Oh
queen.
shit. Okay.
Okay. All right. All fucking right. All right.
Yes, Queen.
Yes, queen.
He goes.
Absolutely.
My name is Aroch,
Jeff.
and I think we should go give each other some new battle scars.
Sheriff and I are just like
And like,
we're like silently cheering over in our corner. We high five each other.
and yeah, I'm gonna fade to black now because I don't actually know how.
Cue the Reddit song.
Oh no!
This
Hold on. Devin got way too excited, and Libby just had a fuck no face there. What's the story?
What's it called?
Did you also try to put that on?
Please, Seabat.
Seabat.
Do it.
Seabat,
I
that's
don't have
Yeah.
CBAT. I'm sorry. I don't have
I
that.
tried to put it on one night to seduce Steve, and he like walked out of the room.
As you should.
So Sierra, so you passed that with flying colors. So you disappear away from your group members and go up to this gentleman's room, and as you take off his shirt, you notice that he has like full on like this is a hunter. This guy, and you see a spear kind of stand, like specifically a spear and a set of javelins sitting on the wall. This guy is clearly like a hunter of like large predatory beasts. And you see there's this rucksack, and in this rucksack, it's kind of flipped open, and there are like several like strips of different like a leopard print fur and like other leopard fur, but just like a strip, just like a piece like, sorry, I keep forgetting where my camera is, just a piece like this. And all over his chest, his back, there's clearly like claw marks, old puncture wounds. They're clearly all very old. They're not all old. Is your character impressed by this?
Yes. Very impressed.
Then that is where we will fade to black.
Can I send one more telepathic message? I have telepathy. This is terrible.
Do you have telepathy? I thought you had. Do you have actually that? Okay.
Yeah, she picked it. For
Okay.
I got it.
envelope.
Okay. Awesome.
So I'm
Great.
gonna just
Is it message or
telepathically,
just
like-
telepathy?
No, it's just
The feet.
It's a feet.
Okay, the feet. Okay. Yep. No.
I'm telekinetic and telepathic. I'm just gonna send Sierra a message and just say, I'm glad you're getting some relaxation time. Be safe. Make good choices.
So,
And that's it.
Carly, when you do your telepathy, it will help
Do I
me
have
just a
to
little
press
bit. It would just help me a bit, so I just know when you're doing
No,
it when
that's
you're not
fine.
doing
'Cause
it.
I don't know. I didn't realize I had some of these things. So like,
If you just click the little speech bubble beside it, it should pop up.
okay, let me scroll. It's all
That's
the
my
way down,
rule
'cause
just for all feats. But I
because I got to
love
get a
the
new
role
feat
play.
yesterday. Yeah, that's
Oh,
all I
okay.
say. It's just like I'm glad you're getting relaxation time, but like, be safe.
Yeah, it wants to look like that too.
Let's get it on.
And then Sheriff and I just look. I look over at Sheriff and be like, well, I'm glad she's finally relaxing. Maybe she'll loosen up a little bit and, you know, be a little easier to talk to.
Well, maybe if she can talk to this guy or whoever's talking to her in her dreams, maybe she'll talk to him more.
Yeah, she doesn't share much, does she?
To each their own, you can't push it.
You can't, but like, what if, oh, hear me out. What if we just like had a few drinks and we played some rollies? Have you ever played rollies?
Oh, I don't know what that is actually.
Oh, it's so fun.
I'm from
Okay,
a
well,
very
wait.
small town.
Oh, you don't have drinking games where you're from?
Well, not that one.
Just not rollies, which I am
No, it's
also
not
at a
rollies?
loss.
What is rollies?
That's what they were doing on Critical Role, where they were asking each other questions. It was like a get to know you game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we'll just wait till everyone's done. I'll explain it after. I told you, you got me into this. You created this. It's you. Yeah. Well, Sheriff, how are you feeling? I know we've been gone a long time.
Honestly, I'm a little fucked up. I'm kind of ignoring it, but we've been gone for 5 months, and I don't know what happened to my family.
Is there a
They
way
called
we
me
can?
dead.
Is there a way
Actually,
we
they're
can
probably
contact?
dead.
Okay, okay. Whoa. We're not gonna think the worst. You know, there's always hope. Gotta have
Father
optimism.
Stevie.
The glasses always have full. Is there a way we could contact them? Like, can we send like a carrier
I don't
pigeon
have their
or
number.
a letter?
We could try, I guess. We're gonna be here for a while. I guess. I can
Yeah,
send a
where
letter.
would someone sit? Is there a post office here?
There's not gonna be anyone there but Father Stevie to talk to, if she's alive. She's probably dead.
Well, and who was your assistant? Maybe we can call them. Maybe we can talk to them. Wait, there's no phones, right? We have email. That's the Wi-Fi, like.
You
What
have.
are you talking about?
You
Has
have
our
like.
boy Elon the Sorcerer made Starlink yet?
No,
Like,
you have messengers. There is no now turning somewhat
like,
conspiracy
courier
theorist and
pigeons?
racist weird dude who is doing that. No, but
can Steve's owl do shit like that?
it technically can, but it really needs to like Steve has to have a picture of where he wants to send it in his mind, or have like a specific location, like this many days away, this direction. Which I guess you could do. I guess you could technically do that. It would just take a
Wait,
while.
so time. The navigation in this place is like Canadian navigation, where it's like, how many hours till I get to this
Yes,
place?
exactly.
Okay.
We'll bring you up to speed later, Vanessa. Don't worry about it.
Canada phenomenon, because like even Easterners don't talk like that. Like maritime.
That's because you guys have different roads. For us, it's like 7 hours this way, or this way is flat as fuck.
Straight. You just like there are no straight roads here. There are no straight. You take the Penningham and then you go on to the Lachmodier and then you go on to the Rosse. You know, there's the exact direction. In the province, it's just like drive west. You'll find it. There's nothing else. You'll find it.
Anyway, fair enough. Anyway,
Well, Sheriff, I'm sure. I'm sure.
I'm kind of curious what Captain's gonna be. I'm gonna ignore my problems. We can send a
Are
letter.
you sure? I will help you, Sheriff.
Run over there right now.
You know what, Sheriff? We're here. We're with you. I know you can't be with your family, and I've heard like great things about your deputy. Your deputy. Oh, the stories that you've kind of told a little bit of us are just. He sounds like a great guy, or girl, or whatever they are.
He was maybe.
Wait, Carl's dead?
Carl turned against me for all I know. I mean, I don't know for sure.
I don't think Carl would do that to you.
We'll find out if Carl's alive.
Or Father Stevie.
Or Father Stevie.
Okay, and then we'll just have chits and chats, and then everyone else does things.
Okay.
But
So
I'm interested in. We're gonna watch Captain as well at the bar, or whatever.
Yeah. Because like Sierra's up there, and all we hear is just like a.
No, we don't hear nothing.
okay. So. Devin, did you want to roleplay something real quick, or
is Libby the first one to bang somebody?
First, can I be back on the map first?
Can I what? Sorry.
Can I be back on the map first? Because I'm not on the map anymore.
Oh God! Yeah, you're right here.
You're right there.
I can't see myself. I see nothing. It's black.
I see him, but he doesn't have a name.
Yeah, no.
Oh, he might not have control of his own character.
That's Captain's doppelganger that apparently has no relation to him.
Oh, sorry. Hang on.
All good.
Can you see it now?
Yeah, I can see it, but there's no bars or anything. It's fine.
Okay. I have bars on mine. That's why. Okay, let me try one more thing here. Hang on. I think it's because we made him.
This is probably Captain, not Captain. The other Captain.
No, this is the right captain.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah, because I named the other one something else and made him move.
Let's see
can I? Okay, I fucked up.
It's not linked to the token because Resilient Hide doesn't proc the AC. We can fix it later. It doesn't matter.
You don't have night vision, right?
Not yet. No.
Okay. I did something. Hopefully, you should have control over it. And I see bars. And
I can see stuff now. Yeah, I can control them. So, Captain, after the ridiculousness that he just seen, Captain just sits down with his lager, drinks a few swigs, and then says to the bartender, "So, where did you serve?"
He looks at you. Didn't technically serve anywhere, friend. I was my own man. I worked for the Adventurers Guild for many a year.
Adventurers Guild? Tell me more. I am not from here. In case it wasn't obvious.
It was, but Everyone's welcome here, as I've said many a time. The Adventurers Guild was an organization that was sort of slowly gaining prominence over a time period before the Cataclysm, but post-Cataclysm has leapt forward to be the premier standing force of the three nations. And it has different branches in each nation. Our branch here, Limsa Luminsa, is run by Merle Bluehaven. Each Adventurers Guild has a hierarchy. Start low, copper. Work your way up to bronze, silver, gold, and then you start getting into the level of which very few preeminent fighters, and this is very important. Listen here.
They got ranks.
There are no heroes in the Adventurers Guild. There are no heroes. There are those that rise above and are extremely well paid for their services, and sometimes even offer their services pro bono if the cost is good enough. There are no heroes in this land anymore. Understand?
So, I believe so, but I am too part of a how you say similar to a guild.
Indeed.
Altruistic, but that does not pay the bills. I have it. My taste for war has been exhausted. I do not wish for that on anyone. But monsters, beasts, evildoers, that I would be. That is work that piques my interest.
So, you've done some mercenary work in the past?
Yes, we were hired to procure artifact from a tomb. It was very old, very rusty. If you catch my drift. Sorry, we're blending into Scottish here. My bad.
Yeah, I was just like, whoa, heavy Scottish for a second.
Heavy Scottish for a second. It's very similar. Just chip away. Come on. Faithful's marketplace advertisements can wait. We fought some beasts and some evil doers, as you say, but I would like to know the lay of the land and who we can trust and who we can work for without too much issues.
Well, if it's adventuring you seek, then the Adventurers Guild is the premier place to go. If war is not to your taste, and you don't look like pirates nor merchants, I would say your group does look like your classic band of adventuresome troublemakers. Trouble in this inn we keep to a minimum, but trouble outside.
We prefer trouble solvers. We don't make the trouble. We find the trouble, and we make it go away.
Well, that sounds like a group of people in need of an introduction. But you may have a little more trouble convincing the Adventurers Guild if they don't know of your deeds to let you in. They do have a pretty strict policy of proving yourself with some of their more mundane...
Reach in my coat and pull out the recommendation letter from Zoltas, and I put it on the table. How about this? Would this suffice?
And he says, have the foggiest what that is, son, but I suppose I could take a look. And he dries off his attachant hand, and he opens it up and kind of takes a look at it and says, now, well, this is something rather important. You keep that to yourself, and you keep it close and safe. That's far above a humble barkeep like myself. But you show that to the clerk at the Adventurers Guild. Why, that might even grant you an audience with the three.
The three what?
The three rulers of the three leaders of the Republic. That is some exceptional. That is some exceptional work. an artifact of that strength. Now, I don't know who this Zoltas is, but if he is truly heading to the Isles, well, you don't go there unless you're pretty important. But again,
So big talk, as they say. But I do believe he is legitimate, as you say. And okay, after I finish this drink, and after I have a nice hot bath, I will head to your adventurers guild.
he
And I will
looks,
tell them that way.
he looks at you and says, now, you could do that, but might I recommend you stay the night first? Just so when you go there, they are ready to receive you and in a mode where they, if they should need to, they don't need to wake anyone important up. Because at this point, it's like 8 p.m. and people are kind of, there's always going to be someone there, don't get me wrong. But it might make a better impression if you come in there waltzing with your importance in the morning.
That goes without saying. I have not had a feather pet in a month and a half. Depending on he motions to Carly, and depending on her performance, we do have gold. We can pay, but if you are willing to negotiate with us, well, we will not get it.
Sure. That's what she's saying. That's what he's saying.
You're muted. You're muted, Carly.
Muted.
So I can't hear you.
Hearing you too, because you gotta get closer to your mic, but because I was gonna be like, telepathic. Tell him to shut up. We have coupons.
Yeah, we got the room and board.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm good.
Yeah, if you're good. But then
We don't know if I'm good yet.
Burton looks at you and says, "You've got a fine layer of dust on you, I gotta say. Well worn from adventuring time. But may I recommend paying for we have a small bathhouse out back. Shouldn't be too occupied this evening. We have more of our regulars in than we used to, and some strange folk that don't look like they're about to jump in the bathhouse. So you might have it all to yourself if you go rather soon. But there is, as well, if you wish, if you want to wait till tomorrow, there is the Sar bathhouse, most famous bathhouse in the nation. Definitely worth the trip."
That is tempting.
Wait.
But you know what is better than one bath? This is 2 baths.
Can we?
I would love to do a bath here, and then in the morning I will go to this. How you say Zar bathhouse?
Sar.
Ecology.
Think like Sor, but different.
Sor.
I'm going to spell it out for you.
This is more of a...
Yes, the Sor bathhouse is more of a bath palace, if I'm...
Sour bathhouse. Yes, that is excellent. Yes, that sounds excellent. But in my current state, you would have to change your bed sheets if I lay down in them. So I have to have a bath at the moment.
5 silver, and it's 5 silver to enter. She's all yours.
I put out 5 silver, slap it on the table, and look for the lockers to lock up my stuff.
Okay, before you go, like, you guys also haven't, just saying, Devin, in terms of order of operations, you guys haven't actually eaten anything yet, so I was about to share the menu with everyone.
I was gonna can I telekinetic again? I love telekinetic or telepathic.
Sure, yeah, of
I'm
course.
gonna do that again. And I'm gonna, because I can telepathic more than one person. I'd be like, hey guys, we should probably eat. Sheriff and I are on drink 2. We need to eat food.
Were you guys able to see there should be a 2-page menu that I should...
Yep.
Can I eat in the bath?
No.
I share this with my loved one.
I don't tell Libby. No,
let
she's
Libby
fine.
know we're gonna go to the
Okay.
bathhouse because she's probably
Okay, so I'm gonna telepathic everybody in the bar and just say, I just gotta let me click it. Liam knows.
Leave her alone.
Okay, so no, I'm gonna telepathic everyone and say, "Hey, everybody, we should probably eat. Like, I know I'm on 2 mead. We're getting a little giggly. We should probably all eat some food. Come on over. We'll order it." And then I stop and I telepathic Libby and I go, or Sierra, and I go, "Hey, don't want to bother you, but like we're gonna eat food. So like whenever you're done, just let me know and we can order your stuff."
Jesus Christ.
And that's it. And it's just like you kids have fun. And then I peace.
I head down and leave the room.
Okay.
You're done already, Libby?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
And I look
Been a while.
Are you descending any stairs?
That's fine.
She is
there
descending.
stairs?
Yeah, she's descending
Hey.
these stairs over.
I go give Sheriff one of these. I go, "Sheriff, yeah." Woo! We just like
Woo!
Yeah! and then
Yeah!
that's it. And then we just
That was
dead back.
as you
I'm-
sorry, really. Okay, Steve, yeah, go, and then I gotta say something.
I want to use this to do like little fireworks behind her as she walks down the stairs.
Okay, there's
That's it.
fireworks. So Libby, roll a perception check for me.
Were you beside us yet?
We're gonna get our asses beat. She's gonna beat the shit out of
No.
us.
She's gonna think it's endearing and get to like us. Okay. I also gotta remember how to play rollies.
Okay.
Oh yeah. me
You
too.
just notice a halfling looking kind of annoyed right beside you at the table beside you as you walk down and there's literal fucking fireworks going off and he's like, "As I was saying, I swear it was half a dragon's horde."
That's what I hear.
That's what you hear from the halfling sitting at the table beside. And I will show you a picture of him later. I don't want to reveal it yet because he's going to do something a bit later. But that's what you hear him shouting about to another patron.
A lot of money.
Is it my turn?
It is your go. So you're walking down the stairs, fireworks are going off. You hear that as you're walking down the stairs. Fireworks, the whole bit.
Okay. I stop.
Ooh.
What?
Nothing. I'll just look at the steak.
I stop and I turn to the halfling and ask, "What do you speak of?"
He goes,
Sorry.
he looks at you.
Interrupt.
He looks at you and he says, "My exploits, of course. I am one of the greatest dragon thieves around. Milo Undermound is the name, and taking things from those I shouldn't is my game." And you... Let me just look for something real quick here. Real quick. Where is this? And he looks at you and says, "Just you wait, my fine lady. I will have time for you after we do our nightly trivia. Let's see how well you do before I regale you with my tales of adventure."
I'm sorry, I'm not interested, but thank you for sharing how wonderful you are.
Bye.
Anytime.
No. Fuck.
Never
Okay.
mind.
Alrighty. Okay, so you guys are eating. Subtract the gold from what you want. What are you guys ordering?
But nobody took our order.
We gotta go
Do
tell
you,
him.
do you want me to,
the
you guys want me
halfling,
to telepathic it? Because I'm real good at this now.
the halflings like Griffin and Carrie are wandering
Oh.
around. They will definitely take your order as you go.
How much is a silver piece worth in gold?
Let me
10
go-
silver pieces per
Don't
gold.
make
I
me
think
do
so.
fucking conversions.
I thought we were just 10, 10, 10 all across the board.
I think
I
we
like it
are.
when it's simple.
Yeah, I think it is. Just let me check. Yeah,
Oh, I have it exactly. Okay, so yeah.
10.
Take a gold, split it in half, and that's 5 silver, right?
Yeah.
Coolio.
I'm going to offer Lady Boom Boom supper as well.
Jesus.
Okay. Okay. All right. She's. You really know how. You really do know how to romance them. And
Yeah.
she orders the. She orders the. I believe. The steak?
Say it louder, honey. Say it louder, honey.
I said I pay for everyone's order. I'm feeling very generous.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
And I say,
yeah.
I still have the booze. You can get the food. I've got a thing with the bartender. We're tight. It's all good.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Yeah. She orders. She goes to you. She's like, I'll have the steak. That's not too rich for your blood, Lavinia.
That's perfectly okay. Take 2.
Great. Okay.
How much steaks? I guess I'm using for it. Never mind.
Okay. Excellent. So you guys buy a round of food. It's served to you by one of the halflings that come up to you and says, "I'm Griffin. Here you are," and hands
That-
them.
The cute one or the one with like dick sucking lips?
Yeah, is that the one with the boobs?
Vanessa, I'm sorry.
The cute
Yeah.
one.
Cute.
Oh, I knew that's what you were saying.
And I know that it's terrible, but that's like my hick redneck that just came out, and I'm like, Carly, no.
Oh wow, yeah.
tell me!
Now that you say it,
Like,
So true. So true.
Yeah, that's what the duck face is. It's actually the dick face.
I did not. That was not my intent.
Really is.
Task failed successfully.
okay, are we all at the table?
Yeah.
Gather around a campfire.
Lavinia, are you bringing your lady over? Or are you just buying her some dinner?
Oh. Yeah. Sorry.
You know what? I'm gonna bring her over. We're going to join you.
You want to play Rollies?
We could join you guys if that's better.
Oh, where am I?
You're right there.
Well, there's more of us here.
It's
so
a small
just
table.
go
It's a
over.
small table.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring Al Capone and Lady Boom Boom over to the big table.
I'm just doing this so you can all fit. Okay, I'm just
Can
doing.
we communicate with Al Capone?
Well, I
Yeah.
can. Yeah, she's smarter than a normal owl.
Oh, so I can like, Al Capone, and I can like give her like little ear scritches.
Yeah.
Little-
She's more of like a fey being and like a magical construct, so like she can understand stuff, but like she won't listen to anyone other than Steve, and she has basically kind of the whatever personality he sort of decides.
Okay, I'm gonna look over at Lavinia and go, I'm sorry to bother you. Like, I see you're in the middle of something. Would you be able to just send Al Capone out just to check on Jeremy for a second, just make sure he's all good and he's not fighting anybody he's not supposed to? Would you mind?
Absolutely.
Oh, thank
Um,
you.
And I will do exactly that. I will send out Al Capone to check on
Jeremy?
Jeremy.
Are you looking through Al Capone's eyes?
Fuck, you can do that? Are you the three-eyed raven?
I'm going to excuse myself for a moment, and yeah, I'll look through Al Capone's eyes.
You have the sense of like wheeling above the tavern, and you see the night sky spread out before you until you fly down directly and swoop down onto the top of the stable, and you can you listen with your ears, and as your head turns and one of your ears do this, you actually triangulate the different heartbeats of the different animals in the stable, and they're all basically horses. So they all have a very similar drum, and then you hear a ka-thunk, ka-thunk, ka-thunk.
You could have like he could have had a cool like techno EDM heartbeat, Liam. Come on.
He's a fucking boar.
He is majestic.
And you see Jeremy is actually curled up, and you can see he has made like sort of a mess of his pen in the most annoying way possible and spread out the different pieces of cloth of that guy's shirt all around.
Oh, so he's our old dog. He's Chewy, basically.
Where are the slaughter tunnels?
I'm going to relay to Ariel that Jeremy has made himself comfortable in the stables and is resting for the night.
Oh, you are such a delight. Thank you so much. All right, I won't bother you again. Also, I'll get 2 shots for you and your lady. What do you want to drink?
Whiskey.
Okay, so then I'm gonna telepathic again, my dude. What's the fuck's his name?
Burton?
Burton. Good old Burton Cummings over here. I'm gonna say, excuse me. Hi, Burton. Hi, yeah, it's just me over here. Yeah, you know, the weird one. Could I get 2 shots of whiskey for these two lovely ladies over here. Thank you.
We do have sailors. He shouts at you. We do have sailor's fire whiskey, and you can just talk.
Maybe keep your mind away from most people.
I'm
You know,
I'm
I'm
going-
gonna respond with, I'm so sorry. I was always told it was rude to shout across the room, so I thought this is quieter. I
There's-
apologize. My apologies.
there's
I'm going to
servers
point-
area.
You did
I'm gonna
warn me
point
about that.
Burton.
You did warn me that you were weird. I understand.
Thank you.
I'm going to point to Burton and use message to tell him that Sailor's whiskey sounds lovely.
He said, all right. You're skipping the line. Just
Oh
Carrie,
my
can you
God.
grab them? And you see the same halfling that just introduced themselves as Griffin come over and serve you whiskey
I'm
shots.
so sorry, Griffin. I swear.
I'm sorry. But you're lovely. I love your crown. Who made it for you?
I did. I made it myself.
No fucking way.
How long did you
Sheriff's,
did you learn how to
drunk
did you learn how to do this, or like did
Oh,
somebody
you know-
teach you?
Well,
Like the-
there was a druid back a while ago who blessed it for me, so it always stays alive.
Oh, that's nice. How would you be able to teach me? I would love to make a crown for my friend over
Of
here.
course, I
He's
could
been
teach
feeling
you.
really sad. I think he would just look beautiful,
Of
like
course,
a
I could
daisy or
teach you. 100%.
daisy
Until my
crown.
shift ends, though. Perhaps tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon when I've had a good rest.
Oh, that'd be great. I love crafts. Thank you.
Perfect.
I'm making Sheriff a flower crown. Shut the fuck up.
No, that's. I'm not making fun of that. I'm just trying to find the rails.
You didn't expect it to go like this.
Okay, so do you want to do after you guys eat? Do you want to do your performance check?
Yes.
Okay. I'll cut the music and.
Oh, hey,
While we're eating, I would like to talk to Lavinia's new girlfriend.
Okay.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Okay. All right.
can we roll back 10 minutes and make Libby do a performance check?
Oh.
No.
It's a 1. She falls off the bed, fucking hits her head on the
She's a
dresser.
warlock. It's an innate success.
Yeah, we hear some human grunting coming from the ceiling. Okay. It's a
This is why we fade to black, so that these kind of comments don't happen.
Are you recording this for quality assurance purposes?
I am. So,
Yes.
but I upload it only privately online, so only I can see it unless someone, yeah, like no one can
One
see
day
but
when
me.
Libby and I get better jobs, we can actually do this.
I think we should do this full time. This is fun.
I get why they do it on Critical Role. I get it.
That's pretty fucking sweet, isn't it?
I will
Nice.
just say again, I am not Matt and do have other responsibilities, but I would love to do this. Love to be good enough to do this full time.
If you can dream it, you can do it, Liam.
to ask, what's her name?
Yes, her name is. Let me double check it. Sorry, I've got a lot of names in my head right now.
Wait,
It's
who's
Mickey.
Her name is Fan the Cannon.
Oh,
Fan the cannon.
It's all one like a Tribe Called Quest. It's all one word.
Like
Fan the
Fan
cannon.
Hammer.
Fan the Cannon.
Fan the cannon. I'm trying to figure out how to say that with a Russian accent. Sorry, Indian accent, and I am having trouble.
Fan the cannon.
I mean,
Get
that's
to the chopper.
fair. You could just say Fan the Cannon and then hit back into your accent. I won't comment, I promise.
Yeah, well, it's fine.
Again, not professional voice actors, not a
Fan.
professional DM.
I hope your intentions with my friend are honest, because she's a gentle soul. Do not hurt her. Your cannon, Lucille, is quite dangerous. I would leave that on the bedroom floor. Don't bring it into the actual bed. That may cause problems.
Fan the Cannon does not pay you the slightest bit of attention. She's enjoying her steak, and she finally looks at you and says, "Who are you?"
Oh my god! Listen.
Captain's knees are cut up from under him, and he just collapsed.
This is a perfect time for rollies.
that one was.
Oh, before we perform, Big four. Sorry, glasses. I'm not ready for.
I don't know what rollies
Okay.
are. I still don't. I
So,
don't know.
okay.
No,
this.
this is what we're gonna do. It's gonna be
Is
our
it like,
version.
It's a
Okay.
version of
Two
rollies.
two of us will roll. Whoever gets the highest wins. So the person who loses has to say something good or something bad that they think about the other person.
Oh God.
Their honest opinion.
Hey,
Oh.
this isn't. I want real dice for this.
Is this rollies?
Rolling game.
Rollies.
Yeah.
Well, this is our rollies.
You can just dice.
There's no
in the game.
true rule.
Okay.
I don't want to play.
What would they?
You gotta tell your honest opinion.
Are we doing this like for each other IRL or the character?
No, in character. In
Okay.
character.
Okay.
In character.
Okay.
This is Sheriff rolling.
Okay.
Okay.
You can tell by the accent that it's sheriff rolling.
Correct.
Okay, so we have to
Guys
say
have a country accent when they roll.
we have to say what to each other.
You have to give your honest opinion. Something nice or something bad. Who cares? You can say something mean. I don't care. I can take it.
Okay,
I'd
I'll give a
take it.
fuck about your feelings. I'm using our wedding dice.
All right, we can go first then, if you want. Then someone, if you guys want, you guys can go after.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, this is a different type of rollies than I've played. But so, if I roll higher, I have to say something about you, or can I pick anybody?
No, if you lose, if you roll lowest,
It's you if
you
you
have to
lose.
say something.
Okay, but I have to say it to you or anybody.
Who are you playing against?
Okay.
Yes, who you're playing against.
Okay.
Alright, how's this working?
They're gonna play first. We'll see how it goes, and then and then
Ready?
whoever wants to volunteer to play next can play next.
Okay, ready? All right.
Set and go.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
fuck, I got a natural one.
Oh
15.
Okay, you guys keep doing this. I'm gonna be still in the mic. I just have to make some tea.
Ah, shoot. Well,
15.
Ariel, what do I think about Ariel?
Just look at you like, oh, Sheriff, it's fine.
Well,
I've been called a lot of things in my time. Weird,
you
mostly.
are the light of this party we have not a name for.
Aw.
Oh, and I just like go in, just like, thank you, Sheriff, and I give you like this big hug, like
But you need to
bouncy
be,
hug.
You need to be nicer to Captain. I'm gonna be honest.
You know what? I'll do my best. We might have gotten off on the wrong foot. I've always had this thing with like men in authority trying to tell me what to do, and
He is very
I don't like it.
commanding.
I think that's what it is.
But
I don't know why
he's
I
just
feel
looking
that
out
way.
For us, I think.
Yeah, I don't know why I feel that way. It's almost like I didn't. There used to be someone in my life that I don't remember who wouldn't let me do things I wanted to do and said
Maybe
that
you
I
had
couldn't.
a previous captain. You look.
I might
aquatic.
have. Aquatic.
Yeah, you're blue.
Sheriff, can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
There's times where I think I am aquatic.
It's okay.
I can
I
swim
won't tell anyone.
I
and
can
I'm not gonna
swim
say it out loud or
so
anything.
fast. I can swim so fast.
No fucking way.
Fuck,
How fast?
we'll go to the beach.
Where did
I'll
you
show
start?
you how fast.
Who else wants to do rollies then?
Yeah, who else is doing rollies?
About yeah.
Captain, who are you picking?
What must I roll? What must I roll?
A
D20.
D20.
Just a regular D20? Okay.
Yeah, but you have to pick somebody to roll with though.
Yep.
I'll go with the sheriff.
Okay. Shoot.
Duh.
Ah! I rolled a 2.
Oh my god.
It's your own game's playing against you.
Oh my god. How did I lose to a 5? Alright. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Captain. I had a crush on you once when you saved my life. But it's okay, but it's over. We're just platonic now. It's just friends thing. I'm just gonna be honest with
It's
you.
understandable.
You're kinda cute. You saved my life once.
You know, if you're into fur, that's it's whatever.
If you're
I
into
know.
fur.
I'm not.
Don't be a furry.
I'm not one to judge. I have my own, how do you say, proclivities.
Like we said, you're very commanding, and some of us like that. Anyways, continue, please. I do not wish to do this again.
You're going to make a war veteran blush, and that usually only happens when artillery hits next to 5 feet from him. So,
Yeah,
good
you're
job.
welcome.
Anyways,
I say Lavinia, you go next. Maybe even with your new friend if she so decides to join in on roll.
I'd be delighted.
That'd be interesting.
But we need somebody to roll for.
Wait, just pretend. Interim DM here. She just went to the bathroom for a minute, so she'll be back soon, and then they can play rollies.
What is her name?
Yeah, I just my tea kettle broke as I went to lift the lid off. So
Oh,
Did you
God,
put
are
it
you
right in
okay?
the or did it
Like,
just
did it like smash?
no, it's just like the top. I'll show you in a second. I'm just gonna try and do it without it. It's very upsetting. It's a very fancy tea kettle. So
I would like to play rollies with Sierra.
why don't you guys do that?
Okay.
Girl. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta roll, honey.
I had 13.
Okay, what are you rolling in real life or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I wanted the clickety clacks in real life.
It's fine.
Never using this dice again.
Yeah, no
It's
kidding.
broken.
Didn't
Oh, it's
I, yeah.
broken.
Fucking broken.
I was.
Oh, so you have to say something, because I'm better.
Because I'm better.
It can be nice or critical about me.
About Ariel.
Not
Yeah.
Carly. Carly couldn't take that.
Yeah.
First, you were quite irritating to me, but everyone irritates me.
That's charisma character.
I love.
I
It's okay. I irritate a lot of people. It's okay. I understand.
We formed a
Sierra
good
has-
relationship.
Yeah.
Sierra has taught me a side of Libby, and I love it.
It's true.
Well, I've really grown to like you too, Sierra, and one day I'll be you're a tough nut to crack, but one day I'm gonna crack ya.
I see a little bit of cracks forming.
Yeah.
DM is back. Hopefully the kettle will still.
I think it's Lavinia's turn. Lavinia, do you want to play rollies?
Who do you want to play rollies against?
Send the cannon.
Fan the cannon. She looks around like when it's announced they're gonna play rollies again. She looks around and then you pick up the dice, and she arches an eyebrow at you and goes, "All right."
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Whoa!
Oh!
Just
I'm gonna look at her and be like, I feel like I would be safe with you.
Aw.
she's like, she looks at you and says, "You would."
Oh! Oh!
What did you say?
I give
Good.
Sheriff one of these like a
She went like
Yeah,
you,
what-
as in
what,
like
like-
questioning you. Hard pause. Would.
I am getting us some artillery for this group, guys.
Holy shit!
You
Viet. That's how you pronounce Russian accents. Spell Russian accents. You put random J's where they don't
do
belong.
not fucking do
Yes.
that. That is the most annoying thing in the world to read, and is such a pet peeve when people who write the books do that. Just like
I was just explaining it.
when people write that in books, it annoys the shit out of me. I'm like,
I'm not
No,
gonna lie to you, I
just
would
don't.
spend 5 minutes
tell
trying
me
to
the
pronounce
accent, and then just write normally.
Do
But
you
you can
guys
do whatever
read
you
an
want.
Oh, whoa, time. Do you guys read in accents? Like, if you're reading something that's like in an Italian accent, like, oh, mamma mia. Like, do you guys read it like that, or do you read it normally?
It's really hard to read the book.
I also need to know.
It depends.
Raise your hand if you're baked.
Oh my god.
Okay, but if you, how do you read in an Italian accent
So
and
is
hold
he,
the
though.
book at the same time?
You get good at moving. That's
I will say, if there was going to be one session where everyone was fucking baked, this is probably the perfect session for it.
Thank God we're not fighting
Fun.
something.
Oh, we'd be good. I'd be. You're doing great, sweetie.
What am I proud to say? Hold on. After working with like several immigrants, I realize why
that
Italian,
offensive?
French, anywhere in Spanish, where like a transient culture where there's different kinds of people and they talk with their hands because it's so fucking helpful when there's like people that don't speak English. You're just like, give me the thing, and they're just like,
Oh yeah, da, 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 yeah.
No, that's just in America. We don't do the ta 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 ta. That's the American thing. We do the like. Can you get?
yeah, I
I
gotcha.
get it. Yes.
Yes. It's a thing.
You guys, we can't make the American do the gun sounds, okay?
Okay, since
I just got triggered.
yeah,
I'm just kidding.
since you're okay, do we
Liam, we
want
love
to
you.
do your performance roll, Carly?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you-
Okay, so can I just fucking? I have been thinking about this all week.
Okay, you can also give yourself bardic inspiration if you want.
Hey, what if a performance? What do I have to roll? What's my performance? Fucking 8. I feel like I'd be okay.
Yep, but
What
I'm
are
just
the
letting.
chances in me getting a nat 1?
I
But
mean,
we are
I'm
gonna
just
rest,
saying-
right?
After this, yeah, you're going to bed after
Okay.
tonight. So
Okay, I am gonna bardic inspiration myself here.
Can we give her advantage? Can we help her out in some way?
She
Just like being.
she already has advantage because of her feet
Ah,
or her background. Sorry,
actually-
background.
As she physically goes to the stage, I want to use minor illusion to make a sound of great fanfare and applause.
You see in the corner, the halfling was about to get onto the table, and he heard the fanfare, and then he was kind of like sat back down in his chair. The rest of the it's like some people still keep talking, but most people turn and look towards you. I'm gonna say for argument's sake, the dwarven table is now over here, or over here.
Before Carly goes up, though, I put another hand on your shoulder and cast Bless. Go get her. Go on up there.
Oh my
Get her
god.
done. Thank you,
Get
Larry
her
the Killer Guy.
done.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Mark that
Okay.
off.
spell slots like they grow on trees.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to roll a D.
Yeah. No, you press performance,
Wow. Okay, so I just.
but you
Okay,
click
so
have advantage at the
you
top.
want me to go through what? Or I have to wait until like I roll to tell how it's gonna go, right? Just stop for a minute. Right?
Yeah.
I have to, because I can't like do this whole epic thing and then like.
What
I
I
roll one.
what I
Roll
like to
first.
what I like to do. Yeah, you can roll first if you want to.
Okay.
Like depends what you want to do. You can describe half of it and then roll and then do the other half, or you can just say what you're going to do. Like just tell me you're going to perform, roll performance,
Right.
and then describe it. So
Are we
just
ready?
make sure you click. Have you clicked? You have advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Steve made me.
Okay.
He
Do
had
you
his
have-
hand over me.
Thanks.
Bardic inspiration and guidance. And
Oh
stuff.
my god, she already rolled a 26, guys.
Oh.
Do I have to roll a D6 too, though, or no?
You do have to roll the d6 and the d4 because it has happened already. You guys already cast it, so you actually no. You don't have to roll the d6 if you don't want right now. You can keep it.
Too
Until,
bad I did.
Okay. All right.
That is a 31? A 33?
33.
That is insane.
Is there a song you want me to play that I can find in
This
5
is like an
seconds off of
Ariana
YouTube?
Grande concert.
I'm trying
Beyonce's
to.
playing.
I'm trying to think of like who is Carly's fiance. And okay, Steve, are you sending it to him? Okay, just wait.
Okay.
I was
You
actually
sending me a
gonna
link,
sing
Steve?
it.
It's like when SpongeBob
Yep.
performs at the Super Bowl.
Atlanta. Oh, that was Maroon 5. Sorry.
Okay. 2 seconds, guys. It's just going to take me half a minute. Carly, think about what you're going to say. Or you
Okay,
can-
so
hang-
I do a bunch of songs that's really successful. Everyone's fucking bopping along.
Okay.
Some tails, a little bit of rock. They're into it.
Mhm,
And then I'm like, oh, you all are so wonderful. And I haven't been up on the stage for a long time. I was a little nervous. So I'm sorry if the first few songs were a little pitchy.
She does
it's been a
sketch
long
comedy
time.
in the middle.
And,
hang on a second.
and then okay, and then I go and I say, you know, I'm gonna sing this special song to a nice group of friends that I've made recently, and we've had some adventures, and I know that I probably came off a little weird or, as when we first met, but I've really grown to like you all, and I really hope we have a lot of good adventures. And
Oh
this
God.
one, this is, shut up, this is special. And then I say, and I just want to, and this is goes out to another person who's having a few struggles, and you know what? We're with you, and we're here, and we're gonna help you through everything, and we love ya. And then
Just almost done.
it's slowed down. We're slowing down. Like the vibe kind of changes. The lights go, but they're still like kind of happy. They're not super low. They're kind of medium, not like rock concert, but not
I
like.
use thaumaturgy to control the light.
Is it like dimmable candles, or do you like cast darkness on the whole room?
I use thaumaturgy. I'm the lights guy.
So you've been like having like
Yeah, we're doing
RGB
light
lights
shows.
going. We were
Yeah.
having like strobes. Now we're gonna bring it down to my last song for finale.
2 seconds. Sorry, I'm taking. It's.
It's worth
I'm
it.
capturing some. Oh, because it was in downloads, not there.
Wait, where are you doing this? Where are you standing?
She should be on the
I'm on
bottom
the
right.
stage.
She should be on the bottom right.
I'm gonna send Al Capone to join her in her performance.
Are we listening to the whole song?
We don't have to listen to the whole song. It's like 3 minutes long, but we can definitely listen to a bit of it. It's but I can put it on just quieter in the background as you finish. But yeah, we'll listen to the whole song. Sure.
No, we don't have to. We don't have to. The first like 2 verses are fine.
Okay. Are we waiting until Devin gets back?
No, he won't get it. He's old. As per mine and his conversation yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, we were Snapchatting.
Alrighty.
This goes out to my crew, my friends, and that special person.
Oh.
If I were a fish and you caught me, you'd say, look at that fish, shimmering in the sun. Such a rare one, can't believe that you caught one. If I were a fish and you caught me, you'd say, look at that fish, heaviest in the sea. You'd win first prize if you caught me. Why is everybody on the internet so mean? Why is everybody so afraid of what they've never seen? If I was scrolling through and I saw me flopping around and singing my song, I'd say, damn, they're cute and sing along.
And then end.
If I were walking
Oh,
Okay.
perfect.
me up and say, that's a nice rock.
Yes, but-
Skippy is
Versus.
The crowd goes wild.
Yeah, they had to write more verses. It's a nice song.
Yeah, I don't know the song.
It's from TikTok.
Oh, of course.
I really need subtitles.
But it was only on like either like depressed or ADHD TikTok. Because it's only like my sad and neurodivergent friends who got this song on their For You pages.
Question for the ADHD people in the crowd. Why are phone calls so hard?
Don't
Like,
look at me.
but why?
There's no body language, and you can't tell if they're
just
about to
don't
talk or not. So you
wanna.
talk over.
I
them.
can't focus. I don't want to listen. If you're not in front of me, I don't give a fuck. I need your face. Like,
Devin,
unless
we
I'm like,
are weird. You and
why-
we're
why-
the weird ones.
why
They're
do
the
you
normal
think
in our
I-
age group.
why do you think
I don't
that
hate
I
Phone calls. I hate phone calls. I would rather drive 20 minutes and talk to somebody face to face than call them on the phone.
why do you
Oh,
think
yeah.
when I snap at any of you,
I
it's
would rather do it. If
video.
Ottawa was within 20 minutes, I would drive to Ottawa 3 times. Like, no question.
I think it's also because when we needed to make somebody, we wanted to call somebody, not only was there a, hi, Jana's mom, is Jana there? That fucking fear, and like, who's going to answer the phone? And then there was the whole, like, is somebody else watching? Because you know one parent's going to pick up, like, hello?
What?
What?
I gotta take a long meal.
So that's why.
Internet.
That's why we hate them. Oh my god, my grandma had a heart attack and we kept ignoring the call because it was from an unknown number and we had that internet call thing that would come up. I was online and downloading songs from Napster and my grandma had a heart attack. And my mom was like, yeah, don't answer it. It's just whatever. And like told me not to turn the internet off. She lived. She lived. Well, for a bit, but like she lived.
She lived. She survived. God,
She
we
did.
Anyways,
For like 6 more years, and then cancer fucking got her. But you know.
Anyways, so
It's gonna be good. Performance happens.
you, as you play and as you sing this song of acceptance and sort of love, there's this boisterous cheeriness that literally like fills the air. Like it genuinely has. It's as if you're the epicenter of a happiness bomb. Like you see grumpy people who were having like normal chat, stuff like that, threaten to like smile. You see the 3 dwarves who have not.
I thought they were
made
gnomes.
No, they were dwarves. They've always been
they're
dwarves.
dwarves.
There was gnomes. Where were the gnomes?
You imagine it. There's no
There is a gnome, but he's over here.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, be fancy. I want his hat. After we're done this, I'm going over to him. I'm getting that fucking hat.
I'm just
Okay,
gonna look over at him, judge him silently, like look
No.
over back at Lady Boom Boom.
Okay, let me finish describing a few things.
Who drew the
folks.
lights? That's very sweet.
And Burton, you see Burton sit back in his chair, and you see his cook, Ulgruk, an orc woman, come out from the back just to see what all the hubbub is about, and you see her clearly give what is a
how the
what is a
kids do
rarely
it?
seen smile,
Don't speak
and
for yourself.
like basically you just like do a super boisterous happy bomb, and anyway, so the main thing is though, like across the room, you see some of the dwarves start to kind of tap their feet and almost like really get into it, and then you see the female dwarf, the older one, which is right here. Except imagine she's playing a golden harp. I couldn't find a harp.
That
so
beard, though.
This is the
Girl.
dwarven woman, but with a very intricate, large, incredibly difficult to play, but still travel with, heavy duty battle harp. And she almost starts strumming along. Almost starts strumming along, and then looks at you, and as she looks at you, and as you continue to play the song, her eyes widen. They get really, really wide, and then she grabs both of the male dwarves beside her, and grabs their shoulders and kind of shakes them a little bit, and they look to her like, "What?" And she just looks at you, nods at the group, and just kind of acknowledges that you're there, which they haven't done the entire night. And so. And quickly after your song is done, they leave and actually go upstairs.
Okay,
right
that
after
was
it's done.
So. What are they? They're dwarfs.
They're 3 dwarves. Yeah, one with a golden harp. And they as soon as your dog song was done, they went upstairs.
I didn't have a titty out or anything, did I?
No. It was like a really strong, clearly a strong reaction to the song, clearly a strong reaction to you and your group.
They grabbed them.
And then
I'm blue.
Burton Barleyman goes, "Hear to a wonderful performance and free room and board."
Thank you. I blow him a kiss.
Yeah.
And then I look over at Sheriff and I go to Sheriff too.
And
Catches it.
and kind of everything settles down for a few minutes, and then the halfling that Sierra interacted with stands up at the table. "As everyone knows, it's Milo's trivia and riddles. Who's ready to try and win a little bit of something?
Is this D&D trivia? Because I'll be bad at it. Can it be pop culture?
This is Milo's Riddles After Dark tonight. Tonight we're playing Riddles After Dark.
I look at the rest of our table.
rounds.
Riddles are we playing?
I look at the guys. I'm bad at riddles.
It's okay. It's fine. We shall handle this. Sierra is quite good at mystery, so I think.
Okay. We'll 1, 2. We'll
We'll
start with the first, an easy one, an easy one. Does Libby want to be here for this, Devitt, or should I go ahead? Or
Yeah, I think she does.
okay, you want the riddles? Okay,
Yeah, we
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real fucking quick then. If some people are.
have a good pee.
It's not even a riddle.
Good pee. Don't leave us on mute.
Okay, what were we talking about? There was something about when Liam goes, you have to listen with your ears. When you listen with your ears, I was like, that sounds ridiculous, but I 100% told my second graders, grade 2, we listen with our ears. Stop talking.
Not with your mouth. Shut your cock holster.
2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. To use them before I get them out.
They were
Seriously,
fucking.
They
were feral.
Today, like, oh, teachers are overpaid. No, they're fucking not. Absolutely fucking Bob. He also said that he could come to work the day after George died and be completely fine. And I told him to go fuck himself. Because, yeah, if you can fucking do compressions on somebody and watch them die and be fine the next day, you're not human. Don't give a shit who you are. Anyways,
one of my coworkers went to like a fucking. She's on like the Wapella search or first responders. She got called to a woman, and the woman had a heart attack, died with her there, and she was at work at 10 o'clock.
It's a little bit different if you don't know them and you're able to dissociate.
Well, no, she knew the woman because like they've lived there their whole lives. She knew her. They weren't like family, but like coworkers. But
yeah, but when you're a first responder too, you're also somewhat prepared for situations like that.
I guess, yeah. And it was an 87-year-old woman.
Yeah. You expect old people to die. George wasn't super old. He was only 60-something, 62 maybe. And like, yeah, when you're, like Steve said, when you're at work, you're not expecting that. And to, like, you have your family and then your coworkers and then people you know. That's the order of like people that, you know what I mean? Like,
so he thinks teachers are overpaid, does
he? Yeah. I get into fights with my ass all the time. I'm like, yeah, I fucking wonder why. I wonder why you did.
I got bit today.
Oh.
Not hard. His teeth were like this, and he was going to, and I was like, no, and because he scratched one EA, made her bleed, scratched another one, and I went there, and I could feel he went in behind me, and I could feel his teeth, like, right here, and I was like, come at me, you motherfucker. Because you know what you do when they bite you? You fucking push into their mouth. So if they bite, you push into it, and it hurts them, and they let go.
And they stop. No, like, man, so our premier voted for himself for a 13% raise just this year, and he's offering 2% over 5 years for the teachers total.
2%, like 2%, like
total,
like as a total. So like 0.5, 0.5, 0.5,
0.25% a year.
See, we were bargaining, like, when COVID hit, we were at work to rule for, like, a week. Because the STF was like, fuck this. So we didn't want to go on strike, we just did work to rule. And then COVID hit, and everything shut down, like, 5 days later.
Yeah.
And pretty much, yeah, like, we did 2, 2, and 1. Okay. But even then, our benefits went, or not our benefits, like, all of our deductions went up with inflation. So we didn't actually get a raise. We're making less than we were 4 years ago.
Yeah. And that's the thing, right? Like, that's why, like, CBC made an article about how the CRB is asking for an unprecedented 30% raise. They're not. They're asking for 16% over 3 years, when the last 2% or 2 years have been 8 or 9% inflation. That's counting what's on the CPI, but real inflation is more than fucking double, and I will fight anyone that argues. Because I bought a truck in 2013 for $25,000. It was almost a brand new truck. Brand new now, or not brand new, but a used now is like $50,000 to $70,000. So you're looking at 110% inflation over not even 10 years. How is that 2%? Fucking, I don't know. Tell me.
I'm looking to see what my car costs.
Oh yeah. So we're getting your transmission flushed as well because Honda's not making new ones. Okay. So a new transmission costs $25,000. So yeah, we're gonna flush your transmission.
Or eventually get a new vehicle.
Yes, but we want to actually get something for the car when we turn around.
No, not
$500.
LaFonda. Don't get rid of LaFonda.
The hockey bags don't fit in the back, and Mikhail's a tank, so like we're not gonna be able to. Mikhail, he's gonna play what he's gonna play. We're not gonna be able to stop him.
Uh-huh.
We're not gonna be able to.
So
Bye.
So here's how the rules will go. You will write your write your name and your answer on a sheet of paper. I will
Oh fuck!
have
I forgot we were playing trivia. Sorry.
I will have our lovely two other halflings will come and grab the answers with your names, and we will see what happens.
What do we win? What is the prize?
The prize is, of course, what everyone wants in this world. Gold!
I was going to say pussy, but yes, gold is fine.
He was like, all right, I would say you ready for the first, Libby, can you hear me? Are you ready for the first riddle? Okay. First riddle.
Sit here.
What has legs but cannot walk?
Okay.
I gotta shout out me because I've just been doing shots.
That's not our answer. That's not our answer.
You gotta write it. You gotta write it down anyway. He's not
Oh, fuck.
accepting
Okay, I got a
shout-outs.
pencil. What has legs but cannot walk?
Table.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
right
so-
there, right there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna write table, and I'm gonna.
Okay. Griffin comes to pick up the slips of paper.
That's Casey.
She goes around,
Jerry.
around.
That was
around.
that. I thought Griffin was the cute one.
Hmm.
The
Yeah,
point
Griffin
is
was
they
the
keep
little one.
switching names, so you don't actually know who's who. She keeps introducing herself as.
Oh no! I'm sorry. No, I thought the one with the flower crown was Griffin. Her and I were gonna have a date later on. We had plans. We were gonna make.
Yeah,
she was
you're
gonna show me how to make
Yeah,
crafts.
she's Carrie will.
I think he's fucking with the names.
He's mixing them up back and forth. Fucking
She's
with
like,
you.
don't worry,
It's
don't
fine.
worry. Carrie will find you tomorrow.
Let it go.
I-
Let it go, Ariel. Let it go,
Okay,
Ariel.
I'm sorry. I must have misheard. I've had a
You
few
know,
too many meads.
We're both
Got
halflings.
gaslit by the barkeep.
It happens.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
No, we're
Sorry.
relatives. We're relatives.
Hey.
We're relatives. We're both halflings and we're relatives. We look very similar. It's fine. I wasn't taking it there. I wasn't taking
there.
it there.
You know what? Leave me and my Canadianisms alone, Vanessa.
I'm sorry. I mean,
Sorry.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, table is correct.
Fuck a boot. Fine, dude.
He goes. Those who answered table, correctamundo.
that's
Ever nearer
no.
to that gold.
Sheriff's just like, let's go.
We're getting
Full Shia LaBeouf. Do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
The next one, a little bit tougher. I think, personally. That's just me. All right, a little bit tougher. I have mountains and forests, roads and empires, yet you can fit me in your bag. What am I?
Map. It's a map.
Correct.
I gotta write it down and be like,
Write it down, and you send it to him, and he goes, rather quick. Some of you today are rather quick. How lovely. How absolutely lovely. And then
y'all are so freaking smart, and he's just like,
yeah, and then he has a bit of a drink, and then I have a head and a tail with little in between. I can jingle, but not dance, flip, but not
coin.
walk. Correct.
Jesus Christ!
Jesus Christ. Yeah, fuck.
These are literally just like classic D&D riddles.
I need
Also,
a Dungeons and Dragons.
my kids have a riddle book at school, and they ask each other.
Oh no, you're playing with an elementary school teacher.
I forgot.
You can't use them.
I was gonna get one of the really hard ones from my university that I took one time, and then I just
God, no, then I'm fucked.
there
These
was
are easy.
but there was mouse poop on the book, and I couldn't clean it. I was too upset. So
Oh no,
Aw.
that is such a sad story.
Liam has mice.
I will clean
Bad.
it. They're a lot better now, but yeah, I will clean it. But I just like
Because they're dead, hopefully.
I was just like couldn't
Yeah.
deal. I was like, I'm very upset right now, and I have to walk away. So I walked away. Okay, last riddle. I am found in rocks, stone, and canyons, but not valleys. Forests, oceans, and coves all have me, but rivers and caves must go without. What am I? So I'll repeat it.
Yeah.
I am found in rocks, stone, and canyons, but not valleys. Forests, oceans, and coves all have me, but rivers and caves must go without. What am I?
Sure.
Reference.
What did you say, Sir Larry?
No, nothing.
Okay.
I'm in
Wrestle with it for a little while.
Rocks.
Wrestle for a little while, and then I want you guys to try it without me putting it in the chat, and then I'll put it in the chat.
Just put it in the chat. We're all.
I'm in rocks and
Okay.
canyons, but not valleys.
The letter O.
Correctamundo.
I'm bad at spelling.
What the fucky wucky?
Are you serious? What?
I
The letter
found
He
O?
typed it out. He fucking typed. All right, weaponized autism over here.
How did you type that so fucking fast?
All
Okay.
the right type, bitch.
Yeah.
See what I can do with these fingers.
Mavis speak. Correct.
And Milo
Mavis
goes,
speaking.
well, I'm tallying up. I must tally up. I tell you, some of you got some of you got others, and are going out. And oh dear, it seems we have a tie. And you see, as he says, it seems we have a tie. He throws up all the papers, and I want everyone to roll a perception check.
Oh fuck, guys.
Can I mage hand punch the gnome?
Hey, I need to roll a what check?
Perception. I mean, if you really want.
Wanna roll with me?
I feel like I should
Oh,
punch the gnome.
wait, I don't have advantage, right? Just
No,
normal?
Just normal.
Perception.
You good? 12.
Okay. So Captain and
Oh, that's wrong roll. That's wrong roll.
Okay, yeah.
Spelling is
okay, so
wrong.
your roll's a 16. So roll for Sierra.
It's an 8.
Okay. With a 16 perception, you see through the papers going everywhere, and you see him grab his hand and do something with his hand, and then he disappears behind all the paper. And I will now show you what this halfling looks like.
He's a witch.
Looks fucking shady.
Frodo, he put on a ring.
He
and-
has the fucking precious! You guys, I've read
This
books
is-
about him. Do you see that ring? There is a series of books.
This is
Some
Milo
lead-
Undermount. This is
Ah,
Milo
I
Undermount.
can't read.
I'll read. Oh, I'll read to you. Okay.
Liam,
Yeah.
So and he's just like gone.
1 second.
So
one
you
second.
don't
one
get
second.
gold?
1 second, Carly. 1
how
second.
much time do I have between when I notice him and when he disappears?
None. It's instant.
Instant?
ring
Well,
on,
because
take
you
it off.
notice and you see him and he's throwing up papers and you're like, what the fuck? And then you see him like move something on his hand just once and he immediately disappears.
Fairy fire.
So we didn't get the gold then.
1 second.
Fairy fire is fucking ass. What the fuck?
Do you want me to fairy fire him? I can fairy fire him.
Does he have blood in his body?
Does he have what?
Does he have blood in his body?
No, he's clean. He lives here. There's no reason for him to have blood on his body.
Do we want to find him? I can fairy fire him and see if he's in the if he's just invisible.
So, it does not say specifically that I must see the person to use a blood curse on him. It does not say specifically that I must see him. I know he's there. I know he disappeared. I know he's still there. So I should be able to use a blood curse, correct?
Like, that doesn't really make any sense that if you can't see him, how could you locate him with a blood curse?
Through my intuition.
Like, I'm sorry. A blood curse is like you have to literally slash your hand and then curse someone. Like it like can happen really really quickly, but like I don't think that makes sense. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. Like it has to like it works like a spell or an ability. It has to have a target. If it's an AOE, I would allow it, but it's not.
It's fine.
Like it to me, it's a targeted spell. If you wanted to like swing a punch in that general area of where he was, if you were beside him, you might have a chance. But that's like, but at disadvantage, of course. Okay,
Yeah.
what's up?
I'm gonna fairy fire his ass.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast fairy fire and see where he is.
Okay, I think there's a saving throw for that, right? Can you put Can you put fairy fire in the chat for me, please?
Oh, I accidentally whispered. Did I whisper it or no?
I know you put in the chat.
Dex saving throw.
Dex saving throw. Okay, so yeah, that's a dexterity saving throw.
Because like, yeah, he thinks he's good or whatever. We got shit too, my guy. Fairy fire. Think you're better than me?
He's gonna
Can't
be
benefit
like
from being invisible.
glittery.
Yep. Okay. Yep. No, just reading through it. Okay, so he'll make a dex check. What is his dexterity?
I don't know if we should be going after this guy, but fuck it, I want to.
I don't know.
We're drunk. We want to know where he is.
He
Bitch,
passed.
how'd you do that?
He rolled a 16.
Fuck!
What's your? Oh, you're 14. Yeah.
Yeah. Is like close? Well, actually not that close, because well, decently close. He has yeah. I'll tell you, he had a +2 to dexterity. So.
What are you doing? He just
Good plan. Good
He
plan.
did a poof. He disappeared.
You did done poof.
Oh, okay. Oh,
But-
I
but
tried, you guys. I'm sorry.
You
It's
see
like
out like this outline of fairy fire, and then it outlines it, and Burton goes, "Hey, no spells indoors. I don't want to confiscate
I'm
any
sorry.
component pouches."
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So do you dispel it?
Yeah.
Okay. He goes, "All right, you're newcomers here, but seriously." Sorry, I thought I heard a siren coming from inside my house, but it was not.
Is there a murderer? Blink twice if you need help.
Yeah, no, I'm okay. Yeah,
I can't help
good
you
plan.
right now.
Good plan. That would have done something, I tell you. But saving sometimes the dice gods decide. Okay, but you go. Burton like nods to you and like wants you to come over and talk to him, Ariel.
So I get up and I like skip over and I'm like, I'm so sorry about that. We've had a couple and I needed to know where he went. I needed to know how he did it. I'm sorry. They won't happen again, I promise.
Milo lives here. He does this trivia.